Hello, hello, hello everyone! Thunderous Wolf here. Welcome one, welcome all to another stream. Who all do we got in the chat? We got a bunch of cuties in the chat today, as usual. We got Green Eagle, we got Zoizite, we got Anamore, we got Splooey. Any lurkers in the chat? Welcome on in. I hope you all have been having a good day today. I've been having an alright day, all things considered. It was a bit bumpy for the class today, but other than that, it was alright. Chat. Come one, come all. The arcade has opened. Once more, Juroxix, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you as well. Hope you've been doing good and all that jazz. Door not opening. Hold on, I got something. God damn it, never. Oh, wait, no, hold on. What are we gonna do? Hold on, no, I'll reshut the door for you. No, chat, no. Arcade's closed again. Hold on, no. What were you gonna do? I don't want to ruin your bit. What are we gonna do? Chat, get the fuck out of here. We gotta do a bit. Wait, what? This isn't the bit that I was expecting. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? Ah! Wait, what the fuck? You did blow open the doors. How the fuck did you do that? What the fuck? Now the shockwave's gonna get in here. What are you doing? No. Droxix, what have you done now? I'm dying, help. Yo, Fuzon and Marvelous, welcome. Good to see ya. Isn't that the cutest wolf in the history of Twitch.tv? I see the cutest red panda otter on all of Twitch.tv, but I am not cute. How many times do we have to do this, chat? You're not supposed to use a nuclear weapon as a breaching charge. Yo, Marvelous, welcome. Throws ass in a circular motion. Hey. Starting off the stream strong, I see. Chat, how have y'all been doing today? I have been doing pretty good today. Like I said, it was kind of iffy, kind of a bit bumpy during the class that I had to take today. Mostly just because it was another one of those kind of like I just want to be done kind of days where I'm not like down in the dumps per se. I'm just more so fed up that like I'm still in this, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure if I'm even making any sense. But chat, for someone who's been in college as long as I have, you know. Wait, I love that, Spooey. The two jaw grab emotes onto the, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that. Strong, you say? Hey. Yo, Robin Hood, welcome. Good to see ya. You are cute though. I'm literally not. Shush. Get some shushes in the chat. Shh. I've got some good news though. Ooh, what you got? Thunder gun. You know, funny you mentioned that. I do have a gun emote in the works. I hit up Fuzon to do a couple more emotes for the channel and everything. So I've got some more emote slots and everything. So you will be seeing Thunder gun sometime soon, sometime in the future for sure. Hell yeah. Thunder 779 Pingus. Snoop ping as usual, I see. Pingus. Chat, can we all agree that like sentence mixing will always be superior to AI voices? Can we agree? Like the Pingus meme wouldn't have been a thing if that was AI generated. We can agree that sentence mixing will always be superior to AI like dubs or voiceovers, right? We can agree on that 100%, right? Chat, type 1 if Thunderous Wolf is cute. No, don't. Chat, type 2, type 3, type 4, type 69, type 3621. Type literally everything else, anything else other than 1. Voice splicing, always. Anamore, you're not supposed to do. See, Zoizite gets it. Zoizite's a good bean. Zoizite gets it. Zoizite got the memo. Zoizite understood the assignment. Chat, we are back once more with some Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation. Okay, yeah, Thunder definitely should, wait. Yeah, if I could word good. Okay, yeah, Thunder should definitely get a Pingus emote, LOL, it'll be fire. Chat, we are back once more on some Ace Combat 6 Fire to Liberation, and we're gonna be doing some S rank hunting, some more S rank hunting, because I went ahead and downloaded this thing right here, the Xenia Manager. After using and downloading Xenia on its own for like a good couple like months and whatnot, I discovered this nifty bad boy right here, Xenia Manager, which automatically handles downloading like the latest builds of like Xenia Canary and then Xenia Netplay and all of that as well, which Netplay will be super important for Ace Combat 6, especially when I get to the like multiplayer portion for the retrospective, which I do believe, I think I am ready to start work on the Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation retrospective. That'll be the next YouTube upload, unless something changes between here and like whenever in the future and whatnot. So that's fun. But because I had to install Xenia Manager and I had to go through this whole process, I've had to essentially start Ace Combat 6 from scratch. So that's why we're going to be completing most if not all of like the rest of the camp, probably all of the campaign, because I can clear the campaign in like a little bit. And then if there are any missions that I need to go back and like clean up for S ranks, looking at Liberation of Grace Maria, Pasternak and the UAVs, we'll see. Then we can do that there. I'm not sure how long I want today's stream to go. But we'll see. We shall see. LOL. Can actually change my oil myself. Don't need to get my hood open. After my accident 6 months ago, my hood became jammed, so it was only a matter of time before my oil life ran out. Can reach the cap with my hand, so all I need is a funnel and a tube. Can keep my car for longer now. Yo, good stuff. Good stuff. It's always a good day whenever your like car can like get fixed or like it's able to like continue on for a little bit longer. Chat, car troubles are the absolute fucking worst. Car troubles are so bad because as soon as like your check engine light or something for your car comes on, you know, like you can visually see how expensive that's gonna be. That's like, it'll like, you know, like a couple hundred, because like car repair shops, I don't know. Chat, like, here, let me get Ace Combat 6 booted up here, because I don't wanna spend half the stream just yapping at the screen and whatnot. But like, chat, what are your thoughts on like car repair shops and whatnot? Because car repair shops get like the bad rap of like selling you stuff that you don't need, or being like, hey, you should probably get this done or that done when you really don't need it, or like you could do it yourself for like infinitely like cheaper and whatnot, like infinitely cheaper and a YouTube like tutorial upload and then you'll be good and whatnot. Ace Combat 621. You can just ignore the check engine light. Could be because of a faulty sensor. It could be, yeah, but like the anxiety part of my mind is like, okay, but what if this check engine light is like for something serious, you know? So like, and I'm willing to bet like, you know, like car repair places like prey on that anxiety almost. And they're like, yeah, no, you should probably get that checked out, you know? Give us some more money, big boy, you know, and all that. Yo, and instead of getting a commission of your Sona with his ass and dick out, you get to spend a couple hundred on repairing your car. Fun. and all of that. I don't know. I cast blinking check engine light. No! Chat, no, imagine like you're roasting someone, right? Instead of like a traditional roast where you like try to like blast them into oblivion or something like that, just say shit that like is like inconvenient but like awful at the same time. So like, yeah, the check engine light, or like say that like you wish someone to only have one working headphone and not both. Say to someone that you hope that like they get the pre-cum watery ketchup bullshit before they get actual ketchup, so that their like hot dog bun or like their burger bun or whatever is like all like there's like a solid like wet spot at like the center or something, you know? They're either gonna cost me like $60 for everything, and it'll be cheaper in the long run since I would have the materials. Dude, $60 is like nothing in like car repair places. $60 is like, I would kill for $60 to like repair something for a car, you know? Because, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna look it up right now, but I would imagine like an oil replacement is like at least what, 100 plus, something like that. I don't know. Well, it's usually like an oil replacement and then like a bunch of other shit you gotta deal with too and whatnot, you know? I don't know. I could be entirely talking out of my ass when I say that 60 is a good price. I don't know. I'm not a car repair expert person. I like cars, you know? I like cars, but I'm not like I'm not what you would consider a car nerd, you know? Like I wouldn't be, like I can identify like certain makes and models and whatnot, but I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to like as soon as you pop open the hood and everything, like that's where you lose me. Ketchup pre-cum. I didn't need to hear that in my life. You know what's funny, Slooey? So I have this distinct memory early on in my Twitch streaming like journey and whatnot, where I said that same thing where I talked about the watery shit that like ketchup and like mustard and whatnot has, and I described it as pre-cum, and Lupin said something to the effect of, I could have gone my whole life without hearing that described as pre-cum. Literally gonna call, at least they wouldn't have to deal with the fucking cable acting up. If I think about it wrong, the audio phone, no, oh no. Me that roast you, yeah sure, nice, yeah sure, nice comeback. I cast failed sneeze. Oh dude, failed sneezes are bad too. Failed sneezes are, yeah. I still don't understand cars. I nearly get hit a few times by walking. So for some reason, people in cars like think like they're superior to like pedestrians like using crosswalks and whatnot. I don't like it's not that big of a deal. Like just let the pedestrian, like yeah, it can be like a sprinkling of annoying, especially if like you're in a rush, but at the same time, it'll take like what, 10 seconds for someone to cross the street? Calm the fuck down, let them cross the street. You're gonna be fine. You know, to anyone who's like willing to run over a pedestrian to save themselves 10 seconds, you know, like calm the fuck down, you know? Lupin stinky, Lupin cute. Lupin is very stinky and cute. Chat, the astute among you, if I even use the word astute correctly in that sentence, probably not because I'm fucking stupid, frankly. But the eagle-eyed among you may notice that the menus and whatnot here are circling, like we're circling around the CFA 44 here a little bit faster than normal, and that is because Ace Combat 6 at 60 frames a second. If you didn't catch the title of this video, we're going to be playing Ace Combat 6 at 60 FPS. So whether it's cursed, it's blessed, it's blursed, I'll leave that for you to decide. We can have a discussion about that if you so please. But the funny thing about that is that in the Xenia manager settings for Ace Combat 6, you have to like set the frames per second to 120 instead of 60, because what happens is that in the menus, is that the menus are have like more frames than like the actual game and whatnot. So like the menus are at 60 FPS, but then the actual game itself is at 30. So in order to achieve 60 frames per second in gameplay, you have to make the menus 120 frames a second, and therefore the game can run at 60. So that's why in like the Xenia manager, you need to have the frames per second slider set to 120 instead of 60, because all that's gonna happen is that the menus are gonna run at 60, but then the game will still run at 30. I'd cast repelled bitches on you, but it seems another wizard beat me to, dang. Skedaddle skedoodle, your dick is now a noodle.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Unless you got the Sherman tank, I would love to have it. Not as cute and stinky as the Fulf. For the record, 1, I am not cute, and 2, I showered like an hour ago, so I am not stinky. I mean, maybe I was stinky a little bit at the gym, but I'm not stinky now, goddammit. I am not stinky now. How dare you imply such a thing? So yeah, we are getting through our Ace difficulty S ranks right now. We will march on, we will press on, we shall see how it goes and whatnot. I've actually been making good progress on like completing Ace Combat 6 again. I've been because I got well, not all of it, because you still have the Garuda 1 slot for your allies for the assault record, but I'm getting like close. Getting close to that because I've gotten all of the like other allies as part of the assault record. I've completed all of the ally operations and whatnot for the like multi-battle like thing. What I forget, dynamic mission system, I think it's what it's officially called in the game. Yo, Heine, welcome. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Hope your day has been going good. If my nose is correct, one of you beauties is in your period. What a wild thing to say as the very first message that you, like, give on the screen. Oh, wait a minute, fuck. Hold on. That's why the game is a bit louder than it should be. I never hit save on the audio. Fuck, okay. You know what? I'm glad I noticed it before. I was about to say, in OBS, it's looking a little bit louder than I expected. That's why. Okay. Okay. We can redo that first part just fine. Okay.
Time to take off.
Press on? Press on what? My prostate? Oh my goodness. Exclamation mark Heine. Deorbit Heine. Okay, so in case the game was a little bit too loud, I'll go ahead and say again what I was going on about. I got most of like the Allied assault record done, and I've got like a decent chunk of like the Estevakian assault record done as well. I just need the Garuda 1 part, which is effectively Garuda 1. I think you get Garuda 1's assault record thing for 100%ing the game, right? I think you have to like get like everything else, right? Like all the camos, all of like the other assault records for the Estevakians and all of that, right? Am I correct in my assessment there? Am I correct in my assessment there? I could be entirely wrong, but I don't know. Lamau. But I hope your day's been going. It's been going good, Heine, and all that. Okay, so now that I fixed the audio levels to where it should be proper values and whatnot for all of the settings according to like the testing that I did and whatnot. How does the game sound? Am I sounding good? Is the game sounding good? Are we sounding crisp and clean? Are we smelling good? Are we tasting delicious? Are we whatever other verbiage that you want to include here? You can also adjust the sound setting in the pause button. Can you? Because flight options... Oh my god, wait, can you? Adjust sound volume. Oh my god, how have I gone my whole life playing Ace Combat 6 and really? Okay, so when I see flight options, maybe it's because of the title of the thing. Flight options. Oh, well, I didn't need to quit. Damn, I'm stupid. Okay. Well, you know what? The more you know. I've been playing Ace Combat 6 for how many years? Ace Combat 6 was my very first Ace Combat game ever, and I've just now become aware of the fact that you can change the volume mid-game. Damn. Got one off to pause today. Wasn't to Thunders, though. A pause are good. All personnel, prepare to disembark. Well, thank you for enlightening me in the ways of sound modification for Ace Combat 6 Fuzan. Good stuff. Thank you, thank you. Seriously though, how the fuck did I not know that before? Or maybe I did know and I just forgot at a certain point in time. You know what? I knew before, but I forgot after a certain while. I'm gonna tell myself that so I can sleep easier tonight. Whatever helps you sleep easier, streamer. Just gaslight yourself. Just tell yourself that you're smarter than you really are, streamer. We know the truth though. Why are you telling us you gooned with... No, I didn't goon with... No, I did, what? That's not at all what Splooey was implying. I don't, what? What?
About half the enemy forces are down. Looks like this will be an easy ride for our forces coming ashore.
Easy ride for our forces coming ashore. Not goon with, goon to, yeah, Heine, maybe you misheard Heine. Yeah, goon to. Two, as in... You know what, no. I'm not gonna stoop to the ways of Krungo. Nope. I was about to say some curse shit, but if I have that term banned in my stream, it would be very hypocritical if I said that out loud. What, care to demonstrate? That's what I said. No, you said, no. Okay, Heine. What does W-I-T-H spell out? And then what does T-O spell out? What words do those two spellings spell out? Because that is literally not... You can't just say that the word with and to suddenly mean the same thing now. Gooned with implies instead of using your hands to rub, you... So, okay, so yeah, exactly, yeah. I like watching Mercy videos on Blue Sky. Hey, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't try to nerd me. You understand it in the contexto. In the contexto. Mr. Electric, minor spelling mistake, this chatter. In the sexo, in the Mr. Contexto. Oh. In the sexo, Mr. Contesto. Yeah, well, that's a low-key kind of a bop. In the sexo, Mr. Contesto. Oh, you get a blow tomorrow. Over on Convertio. I don't know where I was going with that. I kind of fumbled a bit there. But you know what? We had something a little bit going. Contexto. Is it really a minor spelling mistake if contexto is the word for... I mean, if that's how you say context in Spanish, then I would not count that as a minor spelling mistake, because that's just how you say it, or like how you spell it / say it in a different language. So, I mean, like if you were deliberately trying to go for the English spelling of it, then yeah. But if you just like, if you like defaulted to the like Spanish way, then like I would not count that. Habanero. Thunder pronounced habanero. Habanero. Streamer, pronounce this word so we can laugh at you for being fucking stupid. Pull a reef ruff. Pull a reef ruff string. What's the one Spanish word that like reef horribly? Yeah, reef says hola, right? Instead of hola. So it'd be up. You're right. Wow, you pronounced it correctly? Yo, I nailed that shit. I passed the QTE. I passed it. Fuck yeah. It's very rare that the streamer passes a QTE live on stream. I will take that W. I will take that win. What was it? Was it Splooey that you told me that like Reef says hola as hola? Like he goes out of his way to pronounce the H or something? Or was it someone else who said that?
We think they're after our chopper unit. Move to intercept.
Can you say Niame? I know the like little like tilde is it above the end is like nye almost. It's a Spanish word. Are you talking about like what the Spanish word for name is? Because that's what nombre, right? Mi nombre est. So like my name is, right? I'm digging into the crevices of my mind for when I took Spanish in like K through 8 in like high school. I'm trying to remember like what I learned there. Nyame, gotcha, Nyame. Can you butcher my native language? I could probably do that because I am, yeah, I could probably do that because I am nowhere near bilingual. I'm just letting you know. So if you're gonna try to say, hey, pronounce this word, prepare for me to say it horribly wrong. Pero, hold on, wait. Thanks for the great cover, Garuda. Say, Ferrocarril? Ferrocarril? Ferro... I can't roll my R's to save my life. I don't know how the fuck Whiskey does it. I feel like if I just like sat down and practiced it, I could roll my R's fine enough. I cannot, as of right now, roll my R's to save my life, though. Ferrocarril. Okay, chat, you can't do this okay. Okay, chat, okay. So you know what's fucked up, right? You know what's fucked up? So speaking of like pronouncing things, right? I've been hearing more people pronounce Xenia as like Xenia. It would be Xenia if it was X-I-N-I-A, right? Because like the E after the X would make an S sound, right? So like, how the fuck? Cause like I heard other people, I've heard other people pronounce it as Xenia. It's like the fucking like with Chew's fucking like Luffy situation. It's like how Luffy's name is spelled L-U-F-F-Y. That spelling should make it sound as Luffy, not Luffy. If it was L-U-U-F-Y, then sure, I could see how you could say it as Luffy there. But like, dude, English is a fucking scam. English and pronouncing words in general is just a scam. Luffy, Sag. It is, Lamau. Can you pronounce rock? I can, oh my god. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. I know, my ass is gonna pronounce that horribly, horribly wrong. Okay, so how come I can like fuck up on words like that? But then in other words, like I know how to perfectly say what DNA stands for, deoxyribonucleic acid. How do I know how to say shit like that? But then like other, like, you know, like what is wrong with me? I need to, fuck, chat. You don't get a reroll on your spec tree, do you? Or your tech tree, not spec. You don't get a respec into your tech tree. There we go, I word good. Xenia, O-H is pronounced as... Xenia is pronounced Xenia? Wait, so have I been pronouncing the emulator name wrong this whole time? Have I really? Oh my god, have I really been... No, chat, no, surely not. Surely not. We're going on a side quest. How do you pronounce... How do you say that? Xenia. Really? You pronounce it as Xenia? Really? And I would say Xenia, Xenia, Xenia. Dude, the English language is a fucking scam. What do you mean you pronounce it as Xenia, not Xenia? There should be an H right here. Xenia. What the
Xenia.
That's such fucking bullshit, man. Dude, that's bullshit. I've been pronouncing Xenia wrong like for fucking 6 months now. Or like a year, however long I've known the Xenia, I guess now, because fuck me until I come, that's why. Oh my god, no fucking way. Dude, dude, why do I speak English? Why do I speak English? You know what? Bro. Brother man. Oh man, I'm even picking up on Whiskey's brother now. Gala is pronounced Gala, not Gala. All gays in the chat, gauges, because all gay is like one of Whiskey's bonus emotes, right? Watched a video on YouTube today. Was a what Zelda race are you based on your birthday month? My Zelda race is Rito due to my birthday being in December. I'd have to check that out. Check out what it is for August, because August is my birthday month. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so like a couple of like Whiskey, what about like like a couple Whiskey like sayings and like mannerisms and whatnot that I've picked up on. I unironically say oh my goobness now, like just as part of my vocabulary. I say, I've had fuck me sideways before, like I've been saying fuck me sideways before I even discovered Whiskey, so that's not like a Whiskey exclusive thing. I've said oh my goobness. I've occasionally pronounced words with like SCH, so like schnooted and zooted and everything. I've occasionally added like SCH to like words and whatnot there. Read the thing I sent in DMs. I have recording attached. What? Once we get to the menu here, it's not letting me pause the game since we completed it. Yo, another August birthday. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. What about Huh? Also, how can't you roll your R? You don't know how to growl like a wolf then? Chat, I'm gonna learn how to roll my R's just to spite you now. I'm gonna learn how to roll my R's just out of spite now. I'm also not bilingual, but I can pick out words in German since my papa learned from his dad who was bilingual. Oh, gotcha.
Let's go home. Back to our loved ones.
I'm trying to think, are there any like, I mean, I know like Danke. I know like Danke for German. Fuck, whatever. What other words in do I know anything else in German? I know like Danke. I know fucking my mind is blanking. I'll probably remember like some other like phrase and whatnot. 2 phrases in Russian I sent in chat are rocket engine and return vehicle. Gotcha. Me a July baby. Oh, your birthday's next month. Oh shit, nice. You don't know how to roll your my S? My S? How do you roll an S? Corre, gatito. And see, I want to roll my R's to be able to say Corre X Kenshin, Corre X Cooking. Chat, when are we gonna get another Corre X Cooking from Corre X Kenshin? When do you think? Okay, so what did you send me in DMs? The faulty of orchid. I could not say that to save my life. I would die. I would just die. I literally, gun to my head, pronounce this correctly or die. I think I would just choose death. Obviously, if I took the time to learn it and, you know, I could probably, like, say that in due time. Chat, when did this become, have the streamer say this incorrectly so that we could all point and laugh at him? When did this become part of the stream? Also, what are we on, Salumna Peak now? Because that was, no, we're on Siege of Silvat now. We're on mission 6. I'm dummy doo-doo stupid. Try? I don't think I could even try, let alone try successfully. I asked you to butcher my language! You really want your ears to bleed? You really want your ears to bleed? You really want to lose faith in humanity? Okay. Tu le nyong molan fai haig? Haig? H-A-I-G-H? There, I butchered it. I butchered it with the skill of 1,000 warriors with knives and everything.
Use your radar to check enemy position and move out to each area.
You better move. Our forces
Getting wiped out at any second now. That's right. Our ground unit is on its last legs, trying to keep them covered.
Return to base if you need supplies.
No use fighting on an empty stomach. I say as I am currently fighting on an empty stomach. Congrats, you said something along the lines of fuck your mom smelly? Well, that was me telling you guys that, like, your moms were smelly. So, like, no insult towards me. I'll take it. Yo, Kage the villain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. Awa, awa. Yo, awa, awa. Yo, good to see ya. Hope your day's going good. I know to get the S rank, you have to go out of your way to, like, wipe out a couple of the, like, miscellaneous targets in the background here. So, let's rock some shit up. You said what about my mom? What the fuck? Why are you nuking me? Why are you nuking me? What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing, Heine? Ah! Why have you done this? You fool! You've doomed us all. Die, side character. I am not a side character. What do you mean? Nah! We finally got rid of the Fulf that can't grab. Chat, you can't just dog on me for not being able to roll my R. Chat, rolling my R's is like the cherry on top to like what I could say or do. Y'all are gonna really focus on that aspect. Is like okay, are you really? Are your dicks gonna soften now because I can't roll my R's or some shit? Is that what you're implying? Cherry on top. It's the basic. Maybe for you it is. Maybe for when you're in bed it's the basic thing that needs to happen. Your five-step program before you can. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I want to be hard. Well then, I mean, E61 is always right there. Yes, I want to be. Streamer, I want you to roll my R so my caca gets large. Streamer, how dare you? Okay, oh my god. What am I even going on? Chat, what is my life? What is my life? What is even my life right now? What is happening?
Armored vehicle has been destroyed.
Why do you just let me type stuff here? Because I let you guys type stuff here because I just say stuff here. It would be hypocritical of me if I said stuff here but didn't let you guys type stuff in return. Tags, abdominal bulge, size difference, small top, big bottom. Those are all really good tags. Just add in like the deep throat tag in there and then like, Eudemus. What the? Oh, we were talking about fucking like what mannerisms or like sayings have we picked up on from whiskey before we got diverted into like rolling R's. But that's what we were talking about, right? Oh my god. We completely got sidetracked on that, didn't we? Holy shit. Thunder likes deep throw. Oh, I don't just like deep throw. I fucking love it. Like, that is my go-to tag on E621 whenever I'm in the mood to, like, jork it on there. Have you guys heard about the Russian space telescope that's been delayed for 33 years? Delayed? Like, how? Yeah, like what Heine said. How so? I don't like food. I love it. Oh, what's the fucking Ratatouille meme. Hold on. Ratatouille, I don't swallow meme. That is not at all how you fucking spell Ratatouille. Jesus fucking Christ. I love food, and if I don't love it, I don't swallow. Like vor furries in shambles. If I don't love it, I don't swallow. Vor furries in chat in shambles right now. 444 was originally supposed to launch in 1997, has been getting delayed since launch. Current launch date is 2030. Damn. Holy cow. A very good tag? Hell yeah.
Enemy radar vehicle destroyed. Knock down their defenses.
Chat, so you know what's something that I really love about Ace Combat 6? Something that I really love about Ace Combat 6's core gameplay loop is the fact that like there are the like large like battles and whatnot with like multiple mini operations going on at once. And that was very deliberate on the part of the developers because think about it. The developers have gone from something like the PlayStation 2 to something like the Xbox 360, you know, with the Xbox 360 being many times more powerful and more capable than the PlayStation 2. Because yeah, you can know like a system in and out, right? You can know a system in and out. You can make games, you can build and make games more efficiently as you get more and more comfortable with a particular piece of hardware. But at some point, you just gotta upgrade, right? And that you just gotta upgrade moment was with the Xbox 360. And everything. And so, because the developers have had access to never before seen hardware and whatnot, you know, where they're able to really push the boundaries and whatnot for what's possible in these games, like this big generational leap from something like the PlayStation 2 to the Xbox 360 and all of that, they're like, oh shit, okay, let's really push this thing's limits. Hence why the large-scale battles are like a thing. You know, hence why there's the emphasis on like the multiple missions and then like the different operations that you can go on at any given moment. That's why there are so many allies and enemies at once too, you know? Because Ace Combat, like, you know, before Ace Combat 6, there were like some grandiose like set pieces here and there and whatnot. You know, you've got like Battle of Farbanti and Ace Combat 4, like Battle of Farbanti and Ace Combat 4, for example, or just, okay, chat, I forget, is it, one is like Battle for Farbanti, and then the other is Siege of Farbanti. Wait, no, Ace Combat 4 is Siege of Farbanti, and then Ace Combat 7 is Battle of, right? I think I got it flip-flopped the first time. Either way, the fight at Farbanti, there we go, in Ace Combat 4, you know, that would be considered a grandiose thing. You know, Tango Line, fucking Tango Line, you know. But like any of like the score attack missions, Whiskey Corridor from Ace Combat 4, those could all be considered, you know, like grandiose missions and whatnot. But again, nothing like Ace Combat 6 had ever been done before. Nothing like Ace Combat 6's grandiose battles had ever been done before. And so now that the developers could like feasibly achieve that, you know, they said like, fuck it, let's full send it and whatnot, you know? And personally, I think they did that really, really well. I think they did like the grandiose battles here really well. Apparently the thing that I was asking Thunder to read was adopted as an extreme right-wing party name in Hong Kong. I can't believe that's an actual party name because it's so unserious. It sounds like something out of an Onion article. Wait, what? What the fuck? I'm a hence why you. Thunder likes it large. Noted. Tango Line is the Coconut Mall of Ace Combat music. You just got Tango lined. Share this with all your friends to totally Tango line them. You just got Coconut Mauled. Share this with all your friends to totally Coconut Maul them.
Mission is going well. All forces, keep the
Oh, there's also an NOAA Space Observatory unofficially named after Al Gore. Yeah, I think I may have missed a thing or two in the chat, bro. Why? Quick question. Cantonese is different. Okay, so I'm all caught up. Yay! I do not have chat debt for the time being, at least. But yeah, so I think Ace Combat 6, like, especially in the gameplay department, Ace Combat 6 absolutely nails it out of the park here. Like, it is incredible. Cause like Ace Combat 6, like, if we're talking about in the chronological order of when the Ace Combat games were released, even though Ace Combat 0: The Belkan War will always and forever be, like, my #1 favorite game, I have to admit that, like, you know, again, setting aside the fact that, like, 7 exists, if we're just talking about what games came out, if we're talking about the games coming out in their chronological order, Ace Combat 6 was without question the best, like, playing Ace Combat game that we had ever gotten up to this point. Without question. You just got fingered. Send this to your friends to totally finger them. I mean, some people really like fingering, so, like, I'm sure some people would be down for that. I also love using that allied attack for just one guy in particular. Yeah, guys, let's gang up on this one fucker in particular. Get his ass. Get his ass, everyone. Get his ass. There you go. Get his ass.
missile was evaded. We have
Now here's the part where I post the image in the Discord. If there was one, streamer, why don't you have a Discord yet? Streamer, why? Streamer fucking hates us. He doesn't have a Discord. Why?
40%.
Chat, when I do open up a Discord, how long do you think it's gonna be before someone joins and like instantly like starts friend requesting and like DMing people for like commissions and whatnot? How long do you think that like it's gonna be until we hit that like personal like achievement, if you could even call it that, for like the server and whatnot? How long do you think it's gonna be? 3 days maximum? Yeah, like I'm obviously gonna have it as like I'm gonna have it as like part of the rules and whatnot, right? Like, hey, don't join the server just to advertise your art commissions, right? Because no one wants to pay $400 for you to like trace a reference sheet and like add a prop or two, you know? Because that's how like the commission scammers and beggars work, right? They like join any place where there's like a good like collection of people, so they will like the commission art scammers will like join a server, right? They will join a server, they will like start reaching out to people and like friend requesting them and whatnot. Like the more sophisticated commission scammers will even like try to like casually chat up with someone, you know, and all of that. And all of that just before immediately diving into like the whole like, hey, so I'm offering these commissions and whatnot, you know, and all that. But eventually they'll get to the point where like, hey, I was wondering like, you know, could I offer something for you? Are you interested in like these commissions and whatnot? And all of that. Hey, do you RP? Do you RP? I'm muting the audio of the stream for now because family, that's perfectly fair. That's perfectly fair. Because if I don't, I'm suddenly gonna hear Thunder talking about pegging in FWA. You just turn the stream back on. Yeah, so that's why I love deep throating 2 cocks at once. K-Bag, yo, welcome back, Swilly, welcome back. Check your plane and prepare for refueling. It's like waiting in line for the restroom. Dun, 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 dun. Now the one person who understands English well in my family is gone. There's no more risk. Cock, cum, penis, peck job, pecs, penis, cum, coming down your throat. Swallow all of my fucking, you know, all that jazz. There we go. I had to get that out of my system. Anyway, back to the whole commission scammer talk. So like they'll join like servers, they'll friend out, they'll like reach out to people, they'll like chat, they'll chat it up with you for a little bit, maybe if they're like feeling like spicy and whatnot. if they're feeling like switching things up and whatnot. But then eventually they, you know, make the offer for you and whatnot. And like one of the tall tale immediate red flags is that they will offer services that are so different in skill set and scope that there's no way that someone would be able to feasibly like be at a like master level for all of them, right? Like it's one thing if you're like dipping your hand into multiple like avenues and whatnot, right? It's one thing if you're doing that. It's one thing like if you're doing that and you're like a master of one, but then like maybe you're like not as efficient in like the other like aspects, right? Because you're still learning those other aspects. But for you to, or like for you or for like anyone else to talk about like, oh, I'm an expert and like I'm expert in like 3D animation, graphic design, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, up your ass, you know, like whatever dimensions and like skill sets that they think they try to like prop themselves up so hard because they think that like by propping themselves up big time, that'll like increase the chances of a sale. When in all actuality, that's just a red flag. That's not even like a thing that's like helping them. That's just making them look worse, you know? And at that point, like you shouldn't like entertain them any further, right? You know? Cause like the one time that I've had it 2 times, but I only had it 1 time. Average Thunder stream. Hold on, is this what I think it is? Average Thunder stream? Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. I think I know, hold on. Cause, hold on. Now hold on. One person who understands English well in my family is gone. There's no more risk. Cock, cum, penis, peck job, pecs, penis, cum, coming down your throat. Swallow all of my fucking, you know, all that jazz. There we go. I had to get that out of my system. Anyway, now the one person who understands English well in my family is gone. There's no more risk. Cinema, absolute cinema. Yeah, that's a pretty average Thunder stream. I won't even lie. That's a pretty average stream of mine. Yeah, I cannot argue with that one bit. Yeah. Aspects. They think they are a master at bait. You know, honestly, like they think the funny thing is that the funny thing is that they think they are so like smart about it, right? They think they're so smart by like having like covering multiple bases and whatnot, when no, because again, there's no way that like anyone would be at an expert level at like 5 or 6 different like avenues of art. It's one thing if you're like, it's one that like I could see someone like being like an expert in like 2 fields of art, maybe 3 if they really committed to it, but anything beyond 3 is like an immediate, okay, no, you're absolutely lying out of your ass if you're saying that you are on the same level of expertise across all of these different like fields. Like there's no fucking way. Like there is absolutely no fucking way. It's unrealistic though. Thunder is the bot. I'm a Switch. Oh my god, how many times do we have to go through this chat? Oh my god. Yo, adventure awaits. Welcome. Good to see ya. Hope your day's going good. I wish I knew 3D art. I'd do so much smut. Honestly, I want to learn like more 3D stuff too, because like it's been like a year plus since I last touched Blender. And all of that. I need to like get back into Blender and whatnot, you know? Cause like I would definitely want to make my fair share of like porn animations and whatnot, right? But I would also want to make my fair share of like military animations or something like that. Like maybe if I learned like 3D modeling in Blender well enough, I could make like an Ace Combat like fan animation or something like that, you know? Like I would want to do shit like that in Blender too.
Third jammer down.
Curry Forn. Sure, sip beat. What do I have to do to prove to you that I am indeed a Switch and that I can give some good like top, you know? What do I have to do to prove that? Blender grinder for art.
Jammer down.
What do I have to do to you to make you see that I'm a Switch?
Drive.
Remember that one animation when Military Shark spared a wolf some ammo in exchange for a... Hey. Yeah. Chat, there are so many good animations out there. There are so many like good like furry porn animations. It's incredible. Am I a Switch 1 or a Switch 2? Streamer, what are you? I guess I'm a Switch 1, because if I were a Switch 2, then I would be overpriced with the Joy-Con drift still there, with only a handful of games to be played. At least as of right now. You know, obviously the Switch 2 could improve later down the line. And, like, I am still interested in, like, getting a Switch 2. I am still interested in a Switch 2, but just right now, for like the few amount of games that there are, I just can't justify a purchase like that, especially when I have a Steam Deck, you know? Like, the main thing that I'm looking for is like good first-party titles. How like the volume and like quality of the first-party titles will make or break whether or not I get a Switch 2 later down the line. Obviously that and the price drop as well, because again, I can't justify spending $500 plus on something like that right now, you know? Well, fuck you too, F-14 Tomcat? Or Super Tomcat, you're the D model? Fuck you too? Chat, as a heads up, we will have an ad break incoming in about a minute or so. So as usual, I will pause the game and we will resume when the ad break is done. Well, that's the only reason you buy Nintendo, for their exclusives? Yeah, exactly. Because like for reference, I didn't get my Switch 1 until many years down the line, you know? But at that point, there were enough Nintendo exclusives and whatnot. It also helped that I didn't have my Steam Deck yet as well, so that was as close to like on-the-go gaming and whatnot, like on-the-go, like true console quality on-the-go gaming that I could get. That's the closest that I could get at that point before I got a Steam Deck and whatnot. But nowadays, now that I have a Steam Deck, it's like, yeah, no, absolutely. Like if there's a game that's like coming out on the Switch 2 or like the Switch or whatever, but it's also on the Steam Deck as well, like I'm gonna get it on the Steam Deck because the Steam Deck is a more capable device. It's not gonna brick on you if you choose to modify it in any way, looking at you Switch 2, you know? It's just better, you know? I'll say though, I am a Pokemon addict and the Switch 2 improvements were well worth it. That's fair, yeah, and like, yeah, like, I don't mean for this to be like bashing on anyone who like finds like the Switch 2 to be like worthy and whatnot, you know? Just because I'm not in a position to justify a purchase like that, that doesn't mean that like other people can't justify their purchases, you know? Like, if you're able to justify your purchase of the Switch 2, then hey, all the more power to you, you know? I'm not here to like judge your purchases and whatnot, and you know, it's your money at the end of the day either way. It would be very hypocritical for me to judge people of their purchases when someone could easily turn around, do a 180 and be like, okay, Thunder, why are you spending upwards of like 150 plus so that you can see your Sona's pecs and dick out? Did you ever think about that, big boy? Someone could easily flip the script on me, and you know, so like, I just don't see the point. I don't see the point in being an ass, you know? Chat. There's the ad break. Let me get the music on screen. Ad break in progress. We will resume when the ad break is done. I read Pokemon as oh no. Oh no. Forgot to say, but I also made Elden Ring 2 as a, oh, is this what you were? I'm a master at coding in Unity, Unreal Engine 5, Godot, Game Maker, Geometry Dash Editor, Roblox Studio, and I can make platformers, roguelikes, open world RPGs, FPS, GTA 6. Also, I'm an expert in graphical design and 2D and 3D modeling, as well as modeling in Riemann geometry. Oh, also, I forgot to say, but I also made Elden Ring 2 as a solo div. But like, that's a good investment for the, yeah. If you aren't commissioning your Sona with a massive 20-incher schlong, what are you doing with your life? That is exactly what I'm saying. Chat, if you make a persona, a fursona, or whatever I would, like, whatever, like, you know, like, whatever persona, like, whatever representation of yourself that you have, if you are not commissioning spicy art of them at some point, are you really using your Sona to their fullest? Exactly. Also, waiting since there's not a ton of games out yet. I waited to get my first Switch 2 as I got it around Christmas 2017 when it came out around March of that year. When did I get my Switch 2 exactly? Because I got it for Christmas. My dad and my grandma on his side got it for me. Fuck, I got it in like what? Because I got my Switch 2, or I got my Steam Deck in, what? I got it as an early birthday gift in 2023, was it? So like sometime in early 2020, like 2022 maybe, is when I got my Switch One. I forget exactly. I'd have to like ask or something. What's next in Splooey's game dev resume? Ace Combat 8? Wait, it's in there too. Yo, Splooey, can you leak details about Ace Combat 8 for us? Can you just go, oops, breaks your NDA, ooh woo on us? Yeah, Ace Combat 8 is actually a rebrand of Star Fox. Dude, a Star Fox inspired Ace Combat game would like, I would like, bro, that would get me to buy a Switch 2. I'm not even kidding. Any like Star Fox re-release or something, that is the one instance where I would break. I'm not even kidding when I say that. Because god damn it, I need Fox and Wolf in my life, okay? I need Fox Wolf. Cause like the thing, like, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Chat, welcome back from the ads. The ad break is over. Let us pause the music and resume the game. You know what's crazy, chat? How the fuck has Nintendo not wisened up to the fact that so many furries would buy a Star Fox game if it meant that there was a Fox and Wolf romance path? You know? A Fox and, or just a romance system in general, not even exclusive to Fox and Wolf, like Fox and Crystal, or like Fox and Wolf or whatever, like, or like Fox and Falco, you know? You know, Fox and Falco, fun fact, chat, if you do the Fox and Falco romance, you get like a special stage where they grow macro and they penetrate buildings, let's just say, and flood intersections and leave their imprints on the road and everything, if you catch my drift there. And all that. Working on the American version where you can lobby your way to win a case. Props to you on capturing the realism of the American justice system. Can we get some awares in chat? If that's the case, can I request more detective gumshoe jiggle physics? So how many ADMMs do I have? So I've got a couple ADMMs, which is good. I mean, I could make the flight all the way back to the return line and get like EMLs and whatnot, but like, I wanna see if I can use my ally attack to like take down the drones and whatnot. I don't wanna have to like fly all the way back there for the EMLs if I don't have to, you know? So you know what's weird though, chat? How come Ghost Eye didn't pick up on these drones back in Grace Maria? Like back in Invasion of Grace Maria, how come these drones weren't picked up? Like what kind of stealth technology? What kind of stealth technology did these drones have in Invasion of Grace Maria that they are lacking here in Solemna Peak? Detective Gumshoe is hot and the bar games about him are justified. Let me look up actually. Hold on. Detective. Hold on. Detective. That's not how you spell detective. Gumshoe. You know, okay. I see the appeal. You know, I see what you mean. I see. Say I see. Okay, I see the appeal. Yeah, I get it. He looks like someone who'd be like nice to go out on a date with and everything. Yeah, I see it. I see what you mean. Now, if you add Bara at the end, let me make sure that I'm not gonna not dox myself. Damn, dude. All right, I'm not gonna show anything because I'm scared that like there's gonna be one search result where he's like showing dick or something and I just didn't notice it. And then Twitch is gonna bot my ass for it. Dude. Oh, okay. There's one picture where he's like cross-armed, but like because of his cross-arms, they're like, the cross-arms are like squeezing and pressing up his pecs. God, I want to rest my face against those pecs. Those look like good pillows, dude. Oh my God. Sorry. Anyway, chat, let's get back to it. Let's go. And a little fun fact, that rope jacket he's wearing is not green. Excuse me, it's not green, it's whitish yellow. Oh, interesting. The only thing that it's green is because he never washes it, so he's canonically musky. He never washes his clothes? Why not? See, too broke to go to the laundromat? What? Boy? I thought you made a killing as like a lawyer or like a detective in the US. What do you mean he's too broke to go to the laundromat? Yeah, wait, is that actually, I was like half joking when I said like he's too brick. Is that actually it? Is that actually the reason why? What the fuck? All right, come on guys, get to it. His only goods are instant noodles. Are my teammates getting any of the drones here? Because I've used up 2 bars of my allied attack here, and I don't think they've done squat.
Drive.
I still need to look up what drive means in Ace Combat when you're launching your ADMMs.
10 observation craft remaining.
These guys are unmanned.
I mean, that's how unmanned aerial vehicles work. It's literally, the unmanned part is in the name, Shamrock.
About half the observation planes have been destroyed. Keep your guard up.
Gumshoe is a big himbo who is always super messy, but like in a hot way.
Range of impact confirmed on radar.
Don't stop, you idiot. Do you want to die? To gag on the series that Gumshoe gets his paycheck lower. Oh no. No.
Our evacuating forces have taken damage. Those incoming missiles can be stopped if you shoot down their observation planes.
We are trying.
5 observation craft remaining.
Oh, I only have 1 more full bar left of the allied attack. Uh-oh. Oh, and there's still like 4 of them left. Oh dear. He even cooked for his crush. He's an amazing guy. Aw. Get bro in a honestly, yeah, if they're lowering his paycheck every time, get him in a union, yeah.
Drive.
Ghost Eye, have those planes evacuated yet?
Not yet. Evacuation's still not complete.
If only we could have shot them down at Grace Maria.
Honestly, if only, but apparently they are using stealth technology. Okay, here we go. We're just one down. Mods, get it. I don't know why I described the allied attack as mods. Mods, get his ass. Yeah, little did you know, chat. Avalanche, Red Baron, Sky Kid, everyone here are my mods in disguise. Why did I say mods? Mods, put this man in the penis explosion chamber.
We've got to do something about those missiles, or there won't be a Grace Maria to get back to.
To be honest, I feel like all of Ace Attorney is hot in a very specific way. Yeah. Mods, send this man to Jupiter. Wait. I wish the cutscenes weren't so fucked in Ace Combat 6 here, at least on Xenia, I guess. I'm gonna have to get used to that new saying, because fucking sure, yeah, you pronounce Xenia as you pronounce Xenia, like you. I don't even, dude, English is such a fucking scam. Chat, why do I speak English? Why do I speak English, bro?
See San Loma along with its military base.
I mean, I guess it's better than having to speak French.
Operations for attacking the enemy's heavy command cruiser.
Wipe out all enemies along the northwest route on your way to San Loma. This is Cabernet. Moving to destroy all defense facilities along the bombing route.
Not the beep. Thunder probably reads French better than whiskey. You think so? I think I would butcher. Like I know oui. I literally all of the French that I know is just ZZ. That is literally it from whiskey. ZZ. Like for all of the French that I've heard from like Andre and Jal, for instance, I have not picked up on a single word of French. It's okay, whiskey butchers, like really butchers it. Easy test. La Poisson Steve. Le Poisson Steve. Or no, it would be, I'm assuming that's I am Steve in French, right? So if Steve says it as I am Steve, would it be Le Poisson Steve? If you add like the gap in there. Did I do that right? No, it's the fit. Oh, okay, I'm entirely. Chat, how cooked am I? I saw the name Steve and I instantly thought of the Minecraft movie. How cooked am I? Poisson is fish. Ah, the fish Steve. Okay, gotcha. I am Steve. Chicken Jackie, flint and steel, la 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 lava, Okay, I'll shut the fuck up now, I'm sorry. But not really, because that kind of brain rot is fun. Bow, bow, the nether. Bow, 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 la 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 lava, chicken. Je suis Steve?
Reinforcements are on their way.
Je suis.
Heavily armed Hellcat.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Je suis Steve? Wait, so instead of wait, wait. Where the fuck was it? Was it je suis Steve? Wait, no. Oh, je suis Steve or je suis Steve is I am. Oh, okay. Je suis. Read this because Whiskey read it. Oh God. Frérot du tu dois matricer le whiskey comme on vrai. It's a fucking. You're making me read a Krungo copy pasta, but in French? No, I've reached my Krungo limit. People are gonna leave the stream if I read that Krungo. I already said lava chicken and shit like that. People are gonna leave. No, you're doing better than Whiskey already. Keep going. En Suisse dans Baby Kronk avait un ris giat niva penda quegub et bochelen tranquillement en arreplan livi don priat lâcher un peu de spice et te surprendre avec un cuisse quid fil falachien sorte de nulle part. Okay, no, I'm cutting it off at Skippity Toilet. I saw it. I fucking saw it. You're not getting me to say Skippity in French. Fuck off, no.
Cover our allies. Oh, if you could shoot down the unmanned observation.
You got me to read that much. No more.
Forces. First wave of enemy cruise missiles incoming. Point of impact is showing up on radar. Stay clear of that area.
You did above decent for an. You think so? Like unironically, actually. What's this? No, I'm not saying that. No. What? Oh, I know Scheisse. I know German. I know Scheisse. The only reason why I know Scheisse is because of the what's the German video? Depressed doorbell commits like not alive or like whatever the video title is. I don't know if anyone else knows what I'm talking about. Da 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 da. Scheisse. You definitely did way better than Whiskey. Hey, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that.
Watch out, the enemy.
That's Ukrainian Cyrillic used for English. What the Sigma? Well, look, when I see a V next to a word like that, my mind defaults to German, okay? Thunder still can't growl, though. Sad streamer can't growl.
Target number of enemy planes are destroyed. Shift forces to
The title might not be very safe for Twitch. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, which is why I said like unalive instead of that word. Depressed doorbell commits blank. You can guess there if you want to look up the name of the word. I'm not gonna look it up on stream because I don't know how Twitch would be like. Would you bark? I'm not opposed to the idea. I've just never thought about it before. Well, I would need to bark for something. You're not just gonna get barks for free. That's the thing. Chat, if I'm gonna bark, if I would ever bark for something live on stream, then I would need to like get a clicker trainer or something so that I can like activate it so that you guys can bark with me. So I could be like, be a good boy and bark for me. And then like, or something like that. If I'm gonna bark, you guys gotta bark too. Bark. You should bark whenever anyone kisses. No, I don't want to steal Reef's bit. I feel like I was just, if I could work with cheese, I would feel like I would be blatantly stealing from Reef if I did that. I don't know, I'd feel bad. Well, streamer, being a Reef copycat, what's next? Are you gonna huff socks while not washing your hands after you piss?
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
I'm joking. Gotcha. All good. All good. Just get a clicker sound effect for stream. You know, I could do that. But like being able to like have the thing in my hand, like there's that power, if that makes any sense. And then if you get 50 subs, you have to use the Deku voice, say you're an alpha, and no. In chat, if I ever unironically do a Deku voice for like 50 gifted subs or like 50 total subs, whatever like Reef's thing is, assume that I am in danger and send help. Assume that I am in danger and send help if something like that happens.
Lock on.
If you want to prove your French, here you go. Mignon. Je m'appelle Thunder et je suis mignon. Mignon. I hope I didn't just call myself cute.
Special weapons running low. Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
It feels so weird just using the allied attack for one target, but fuck, I love it. Look at all the missiles.
Talisman, you're the key player on this.
Don't tell me that was "My name is Thunder and I am cute" or something like that in French. Don't you fucking tell me. 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 Google Translate French to English. I know that Google Translate is not the most like accurate thing, but if I hit Control V, I was about to say Command V like I'm on fucking Apple or something. If I hit Control V on here and it says something to the effect of "Hello, my name is Thunder and I am cute" or something. Okay, yeah, French means French. Oh, it did the text language thing. Fucking jeez. English, there we go. English, oh, I need to flip this. Okay, yep, nope. Y'all are done. Y'all are cooked. No, y'all are done. You don't get any more stream. No, y'all are done. Y'all are done. Run the streams yourselves. I'm done. You know what? As a matter of fact, chat, you're gonna hear a fan. I'm gonna go to bed now. As a matter of fact, chat, enjoy some cool fan ASMR. I don't know if the mic's gonna pick that up. Y'all run the stream yourselves. I'm going to bed. Good night. Actually, you know what? No, I probably shouldn't go to bed, because I feel like if I do actually, like, fall asleep or something, then it's gonna be, like, 4 hours later, and y'all are gonna be like, wait, why has the stream been on the screen for, like, 4 hours? That, like, I don't know, actually. I've never heard from anyone whether or not I snore when I sleep. I assume I do. But, like, I don't know. Like, even if I did, I'm not, like, worried about it, you know? How's the stream going, chat? Are you enjoying yourselves with no streamer? After baiting me into calling myself cute in French? Chat, you made me speak French, which is a crime in and of itself already. I don't know why I willingly submitted to that, but you guys made me. I know that's an oxymoronic sentence saying that I willingly did it, but then I'm saying that you guys made me do it. I know that's oxymoronic. But, like, I'm blaming you guys anyway. And then you doubled that with the crime of, like, being, like, falsely accused of, like, being cute or some shit. What if I just chatted? Because I can't even see the chat right now. I'm, like, laying behind my chair. I can't even see the chat. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't even know if I was waiting to see if like my character. I was waiting to see if like I would like go into my like talking sprite. If like if the mic like picked up the fan or not, I don't know. You know what? You know, Chad, I should probably just go to bed at one point. This feels like an excuse to jork it. Why would I jork it? I'm going to bed to go to sleep. I mean, yeah, if you jork it like before you go to bed, then you won't have the curse of like being horny at 3 a.m. and then you need to stay up for a bit longer anyway, even though you already have like something to do for the following day.
All targets are almost destroyed. Garuda 1, take care of what's left. Talisman?
We are masturbators. He finally, I didn't admit shit. You wanna know the fucked up part? That was like entirely on a whim. That was like a wait a minute, something isn't quite right kind of thing. Like when I got the idea of like, wait a minute, did these guys just make me say that I'm cute in French? How does it feel admitting your cuteness? I'm not admitting anything. You guys baited me. You masturbated me into coming I mean into saying that sentence. So if you baited it out of it from me, then like that doesn't count. That doesn't count for anything. Z shoe honk. Me. I don't know what I'm doing. You masturbated me. Here, I can add that as a quote. Hold on. You must be, yeah, Heine, you must be a moderator to do this. Gosh. Skill issue for not being a moderator. Chat, we're never adding Heine as a moderator, by the way, because Heine would allow the term like skibbity and like yacht and krungo and Hawktua and shit like that. We are never making Heine a mod for this channel, ever. Because then otherwise Heine would also be able to get away from like the fucking, the command. Okay, so how the fuck do I structure the quotes again? Okay, well, I'm sure that I did not. I'm sure that there is a game out there called Streamer Fucking Lied, but like, is it? Okay, there we go. Hold on. You masturbated me. What is today? 6/9. Nice. 2025. Ace Combat 6. There we go. Oh, fuck me. There's like a space I think you have to add, right? Hold on. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know how to add my own quotes, even though I've been live for like, what, a year and a half now and some change at this point? How do you add a fucking quote? Hello? Am I having a stroke? Oh, quote add, not add quote. Okay. Okay, thank you, Fuzon. Thank you. I'm dummy doo-doo head stupid. Thunder say, no, I'm not saying anything else in any other language tonight. You guys got me. You guys baited me. You masturbated me into, you know what?
Which plane should I pick?
You know what, let's use the Raptor. Let's change things up a bit for this mission for Heavy Command Cruiser. It's quote 89, dang. 89 quotes, chat. No, I'm not saying anything else. Oh, wow, Thunder has a nice tool. I mean, shit, if you want a little sneak peek at the tool, you can check out, like, the blue sky and whatnot, you know? I'm not gonna link directly to it, but, like, if you want to check it out, you know, in, like, the media tab and whatnot, you know. Sure, we masturbated you. Chat, the worst part about betrayal is that it never comes from your enemies. You can put it in Google Translate to verify. I ain't verifying shit. I ain't verifying shit. I ain't saying shit. Y'all yeed your last haw with that one. That doesn't make a lick of sense. That doesn't make a lick my balls sense of sense. But, you know, we are the enemy within. See, Splooey, you replying to that saying this is true makes me think that, like, you're getting me to say that I'm cute again and that, like, Splooey is agreeing with you. Roll your R's now. What does that have to do with anything right now? What does that have to do? If I roll my R's, chat, if I successfully learn how to roll my R's, y'all are just gonna say, wow, streamer is cute. He knows how to roll his R's. Also, chat, how has Ace Combat 6 at 60 FPS felt for you guys? Like, watching the stream here and everything. Do we have a general consensus? Do we have a general consensus on Ace Combat 6 in 60? Cursed, Blursed, Blessed, is it good? I'm pretty sure, like, once like the Xenia, like, redump, or Xenia, because that's how you apparently say the fucking word, that's so fucking bullshit. Once we get, like, the like, native PC port with Xenia, like, recomp or whatever it is, I'm sure that we won't need to worry about, like, the inconsistent frame rate between, like, cutscenes and, like, briefings and whatnot in actual gameplay. I don't know, I usually look more at you and the chat than the game, that's fair. Yeah, it's I don't speak Ukrainian and broken Ukrainian, gotcha.
Enemy aircraft providing ESM. You'll be in a world
Oh, the sound of all of those XMA6s being let loose. Oh, it's enough to make a man nut.
Keep on that pressure and they'll
Chat, the sound of XMA6s launching, the M1 Garen ping, the EMP sound effect from Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, the 2010 Hot Pursuit remaster or reboot / 2020 remaster. Those are sounds that can, like, make me nut on its own. I'm trying to think of other sounds that can, like, make me nut. Ooh, let's pay him back once and for all.
Number 2 electronic.
I'm taking off. Move out of the way.
That's what I like to see.
There we go. Chat, okay, so you know what's interesting, chat? So for those of you who don't know, Ace Combat 6 is my very first Ace Combat game that I have ever played. Oh my god, I forgot they have the free firing missiles. Fuck me. But Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation has gone down as, like, my very first Ace Combat game that I have ever played. And I am glad that I got introduced into Ace Combat with Ace Combat 6, and I am glad that, like, you know, like I wouldn't say that Ace Combat 6 is the best Ace Combat game of all time, you know? I would say that, like, you know, the story, like, overall is, like, you know, kind of mid. I mean, it like, the story, like, in the actual mission-to-mission gameplay, especially when you get towards, like, the latter half of missions and whatnot, like, seeing Estevakia's desperation of, like, trying to get the last half, like, in Chandelier, for instance, you know, I'll dive more into that when we get to the end of the campaign here, when we get to Chandelier and whatnot. But, like, seeing Estevakia's desperation and whatnot, and, like, you know, that in combination with, like, just how hard Estevakia has had it, you know, the past couple of years between Ulysses and then the Estevakian Civil War, and then they're pretty, like, quickly, you know, being in a they're getting into a conflict with Ameria as well because of, like, the far right party that takes over at the end of, like, the Civil War, I think it is, like, the generals and whatnot. So, like, you know, Estevakia, like, has it rough and whatnot, you know?
Bullseye. Good job, Garuda team. We're almost done here. Critical hit to the aerial battleship.
Enemy destroyed. Enemy destroyed. It is kind of funny how you could just, like, cheese the Strigan fight and just get your allies to attack them, but that's, you know, like, is as, like, cheesy as, like, as cheesy and as much of a, like, fuck you to the game as, like, the allied attack and cover functions can be. It also emphasizes the strength of, like, the Amerian military and whatnot, playing into that aspect of playing into the aspect of like the grandiose battles and whatnot, you know? Like another reason why I like, you know, still like certain aspects of Ace Combat 6's story, in particular with the in-game. How did none of those XMA6s like hit? All right, I guess I'll just deep throw a dildo then. All right, sure. I guess I'll just do that instead of hitting anything with my XMA6s. Cool game, cool, thank you. Not like you were my first Ace Combat game or anything like that. Yeah, no, okay, sure. But, what was I saying? But yeah, so like it emphasizes the strength of like the Amerian military and like the banter and the dynamics between the different American pilots and whatnot as well. That's another really strong aspect of like it's not the most like in your face, like direct part of the story, but like, again, having the banter and having that connection and whatnot, you know? Because even though at the end of the day, Talisman is still the backbone of the American Air Force in this campaign, obviously, Talisman and Shamrock, I would say, but more so Talisman and whatnot out of like between him and Shamrock and whatnot. But still, I mean, I guess you could say Garuda Team as a whole, you know? Even though Garuda Team are like the backbone of the American military, you know, for the conflict and whatnot, they can't do it alone because Shamrock emphasizes that in Sibley Field in Mission 3, where he says, Talisman, don't go thinking we can win this war all by ourselves. If the enemy becomes more than you can handle, don't be afraid to request allied support and whatnot, you know? So there's this theme of like not fighting alone and like being one with the the American like military and whatnot, especially you know with like the past couple of Ace Combat games, especially with the past couple. Oh my God, all those missiles, dude. Especially with like all of the, especially with like the previous Ace Combat games, you know, where like, yeah, we weren't the only ones deployed to a battlefield and whatnot. But at the same time, you know, we didn't like have like, you know, like we did most of the action ourselves and like there wasn't really like a way for us to visibly see our allies chip in aside from like an odd kill here and there, you know? Whereas with Ace Combat 6, you know, the AI for like your friendlies and whatnot is up tenfold because the developers really wanted to emphasize the grandiose battle scale and whatnot, you know, of the of like the game and whatnot with like the new hardware and everything. Like the main like theme, like the main thing that Ace Combat 6 does is like an exploration into never before seen territory with grandiose battles, because the developers were super eager to try it out, having access to something like the Xbox 360's hardware for the first time when Ace Combat 6 was being in development. Shamrock, can you not intercept my missile, please? I do find it kind of strange, though, how, like, the Igaion waits to use its Nimbus missiles until, like, at the very end here, or whenever, like, you go out too far. So, like, if you need to go all the way to the return line out there to the left and, like, to repair it and whatnot, that's when the Igaion fires its Nimbus missiles. I guess, like, danger close, maybe? Like, worries about danger close? But then at this point, the Igaion is already so damaged that, like, everyone inside the Igaion is just like, fuck it, we don't care about like danger close and potentially hurting ourselves with our own Nimbus missiles, but like, I don't know. Funny enough, Air Combat was my first Ace Combat game. Missed 2 and 3.
The heavy command cruisers.
Why did Automod hold that? You should learn Finnish because of this. That means I fucked you. Give it to me, please. Fuck. What, bro? Does Automod not know my own stream? Watch the walk cycle for this guy, right? That little funny walk cycle. Haha. Let's allow that. Thunderous Fulf added permitted term. I fucked you. Yeah, so you guys can say that you fucked me now, live on stream. You guys can say that you. Wait, hold on. That's not coming out quite right. I mean, you can say that now if you want, but like, you know, about time. Funny enough, Air Combat was my first Ace Combat game. Missed 2 and 3, then came back when Ace Combat 4 was released. Gotcha.
How about my talisman? Which plane should I pick?
How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes? Garuda Team, time to take off. Yeah, so like in terms of, so funny that you mentioned, or like rather not funny that I mentioned that, but like on the note of like you getting introduced to the Ace Combat series. So if I'm remembering right, like my path through Ace Combat was I started off with Ace Combat 6, then I went to Ace Combat Assault Horizon, but because I didn't have a good reference for like what a good Ace Combat game would be like, I actually like kind of enjoyed Assault Horizon, but that's also because I was fully like immersed in like the fully like into the Call of Duty scene still, so that definitely didn't help things, because Assault Horizon is essentially like Call of Duty Assault Horizon, or like Ace Combat Call of Duty, whatever it is and whatnot. So, you know, me being like an 11, 12, 13-year-old kid, you know, fucking like still fully like engrossed with Call of Duty and whatnot, that like, of course I would enjoy Assault Horizon for that, but nowadays I'm actually grown wise to the fact that Assault Horizon is a terrible deviation of like the franchise and whatnot, you know? For fucking whatchamacallit, for that. So I did Ace Combat 6, then Assault Horizon, then I played Infinity for a little bit. I did get a chance, like I didn't play it nearly as long as I would have liked to, because like I didn't really use the PlayStation 3 that like my dad had a whole lot, you know, but when I would like play, you know, Ace Combat Infinity, I enjoyed it there and whatnot. But then after Infinity, I was made aware of the Holy Trinity. So then it was 5, then 4, and then 0. It was like a bit of a weird way to experience the Holy Trinity, starting with 5, going for 4, and then, you know, ending the Holy Trinity like playthrough with 0, and all of that. And then after that, I can't precisely remember what I want to say. Like after that, it was 7. And then like when I started doing like the retrospectives for YouTube and everything, that's when I inevitably, like when I got around to playing Air Combat, Ace Combat 2, and then Ace Combat 3. I want to say that's assuming I even remember the order right. I know for a fact I started with 6, then did Assault Horizon, then did Infinity, then did 5, 4, and 0, but like the exact order after 0, I can't like precisely remember. That reminds me, did you see the gameplay trailer for Screamer? I did, yeah. The like Ridge Racer, like the Ridge Racer looking kind of game and whatnot. I don't have like any like super crazy opinions right now. Like I'm interested in it, you know. I'm interested in it. I want to see more. I'm holding my like judgments and whatnot until like more of the game is revealed and like shown off and everything. It's a trap. They're squeezing us in. God, I would love to be squeezed between like 2 pairs of pecs, or like between 2 men's ass cheeks. Sorry, what?
Posts in the north and south. They are approaching Orlok Battalion.
Roger. Heading over to engage the enemy. All tanks advance. Keep moving ahead. Let's break it.
Oh, how did I not get a guns kill? Come on. Oh no, thighs are good too. No, I would absolutely want to get my head crushed between thumb thigh. I really want to get my head crushed between some thighs. No, I'd absolutely want to get like crushed between some thighs too. Absolutely. Not thighs, but blasphemy. Squeezed between someone's thighs. Or like crushed between, you know? What is it that you don't understand? K-Kona, follow my orders. What is it that you don't understand? K-Kona, yeehaw, feller, what the fuck? I don't know if you can drive a CFA-44 Nosferatu as much as you can fly it, Ghost Eye, but we'll try. We'll try to drive it if you really want me to. Oh, hang on, Yellow Jacket. I'm busy. There is one thing that the dynamic mission system can kinda like be messy about, and it's like you like overlapping like certain operations and everything. Like how you noticed how like even though I'm not ready to begin Yellow Jacket's operation yet of like going through the tunnels and whatnot, because like I flew in like the circle, or like I destroyed a target that's part of Yellow Jacket's operation, the game is like, oh, you must be ready to start Yellow Jacket's operation, you know? So like that's one area of the dynamic mission system that's like a bit like faulty about it, but like it doesn't happen like often enough to be like a major concern, more so like a pet peeve than anything. All right, now I'm ready to go after the tunnels, Yellow Jacket. When are we getting a Thunder779 melon emote where it's a YCH getting crushed by Thunder's thighs? Holy shit, split. Wait, oh fuck, my phone is all the way over here. Hold on. When I went to take my like 2-minute nap, hold on. Wait, Splooey, you're cooking. Hold on. Wait, let me get my phone. Hold on. Let me do that. I'm gonna add that to my list of emotes that I need to commission later down the line. Hold on. I need to commission this. I need to hit up Hey FizzyJ or whoever and be like, yo, can you draw the Fulf with thick ass thighs absolutely crushing someone's head? You know, and all that. Where are my emotes, ideas, like, thing? Excuse me. There it is. Okay. Let me add that real quick. YCH, YCH guy getting crushed by Thunder's thighs. Probably a bit too wordy for an emo, but you know what? It's my phone. It's my notes section. I can do what I want with my phone, goddammit. Leave me be, chat. That's not how you spell thighs. There we go. Fucking fat-fingered the keyboard. Thighsa. 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 Boxoy. Does Boxoy have an emote like that? Does Boxoy have an emote like that? Nobody is complaining, you old man. I'm pretty sure some people were. Some people were definitely complaining, but they don't want to speak up. No, they don't. Oh, gotcha. I did see chat. Did anyone else see the has anyone else seen the latest like emote, the YCH emote that Boxway has, where it's like the dad bod and it's like 2 hands rubbing up a belly? I'm absolutely gonna get that because I still have a decent amount of like a plentiful decent amount of like animated emote slots left. You bet your ass I'm going to grab an emote like that because chat, I love me a good belly. Oh my god, I love me a good belly. Sorry, I almost crashed. These people must be insane. I mean, you do gotta be a little crazy to be a fighter pilot, right? You gotta be a little crazy. But I think Boxer would be the type of person to make an animated emote. Absolutely.
Tunnels are left with targets.
Chat, did I just commit friendly fire there? Wait a minute. Wait. Did I just shoot down one of Yellow Jacket's choppers? Hold on, let's go back to the VOD and analyze. Did I just commit fratricide? Hold on, let's go back to the VOD and analyze. Did I just commit fratricide? Hold on, wait, between some thighs. Hold on. Nobody is complaining. I'm absolutely gonna get that because I still have a decent amount of like Hold on. 1080p. Hold on. Let's let it load. Amount of, like, animated emote slots left. Let it load. I must be insane. Okay, let's full screen this. I mean, you do gotta be a little. Yeah, run it back. Run it back. Fighter pilot, right? You gotta be a little crazy. Shit, that's right. Space doesn't. Hold on. Oh fuck. I don't know if you guys can see. Hold on. Let me speed to. We'll play it at half speed. Guy right there. But I think Boxer would be the type of person to make an animated emote. Absolutely. Oh, I think I did. Oh no. Oh no. Chat, follow where the mouse is. Follow where the mouse is. This guy right here. This poor soul right here. But I think Boxer would be the type of person to make I did! Oh no! Do you see it? Wait, hold on. Wait, that's not a good. Hold on. Wait.
Right?
Oh no!
You gotta be.
Hold on. No, wait, it went away. Fuck, I'm trying to get like a good angle. Hold on.
But I think Boxer would be the type of person to make it animated emote.
I don't know if it's coming across the stream well, but do you see it? UH9. There's no point value. I did. I pulled a. Oh no. Chat. Oh no. I'm going to solitary now. Oh no. Commander McKinsey has been notified and is rapidly approaching my location. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, you're getting court-martialed. I am. Oh no. We're just nothing happened there. We're just gonna, you know. Oh no. Chat, we're not gonna speak of this, okay? Chat, you all saw nothing. You all saw nothing. Do you understand me, chat? Chat, if you are called to testify as a witness, you saw nothing, okay? I'm telling people, no, don't tell, don't snitch. Snitches get stitches, remember? Don't add a peepo happy next to, I'm telling.
2 tunnels left.
That's him, officer, he hates his friends. Oh god, what's going on with the gunboat camera here? Jeez. Okay, there we go. At the top left there.
Target destroyed. Just one left.
Officer, I have it on camera! Shows clip. No! What are you doing?
We've got a power gauge on building 3. Output has decreased a great deal. Damn it.
Do a barrel roll. Not in the tunnel. What are you, nuts?
Ground target destroyed.
All right, there we go. Ooh, okay, there we go. We made it. No friendlies killed whatsoever, chat. Totally 1,000,000%. Totally 1,000,000%. No fratricide. No friendlies killed. Send him to the forget how to fly chamber and remove his ability to fly. Okay, wait, you said your birthday's in August. What day is it? Mine's the 18th, the 14th for me. I'm a couple days before you.
Concentrate all fire on specified targets.
Yet. That man has a dog waiting for him. Ah! Shit, my birthday's. Oh, yours is in July too. Oh shit, nice. I am thinking about on the note of the 14th. So the 14th falls on a Thursday this year. Now normally I don't stream on Thursdays, but I am thinking. I mean, and I got time to plan it out and everything, and whatnot, and all that. And ideally this will be after the relaunch of the stream and whatnot, too. But I want to do some kind of special stream on Thursday, a day where I normally wouldn't stream, just because I don't know. I feel like the 14th fell not on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday last year, and so I'm I don't want back-to-back years where I can't stream on my birthday, you know? Cock cam on stream. I mean, we can only do it once, chat. After that, you know, it's after that the stream will be banned.
ESM is active.
I mean, you did stream Thursdays last year. Yeah, so my old schedule was, it used to be Monday through Thursday. I used to do 4-day weeks and whatnot when I first started out and everything, because I did used to stream Thursdays as well. But right now, as it works best and whatnot, I'm still doing 3-day weeks of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's what my schedule is gonna be even when I start the academic year at back at college and whatnot. It'll still be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because that's how it works best with my class schedule and whatnot, you know, and all of that. Which chat, for those of you who haven't heard, I'm gonna sound like a broken record for those of you who have heard of this already, but chat, if all goes well, I should be able to graduate with my bachelor's in liberal studies by spring 2026, which, for anyone curious, a bachelor's in liberal studies is just, you get 120 credit hours for the courses that you take. It's basically if you have interest in multiple areas, to where a single degree on a specialized, a concentrated area just wouldn't fit for you. Personally, I see it as just, hey, this is the closest thing that I am currently getting towards my degree right now, and I just want a degree and get the fuck out, you know? I just want the funny piece of paper. Fuck, we're gonna have to go back to Ragnar. We only got an A there. All right, well, A for ass. Clap it, fuck it, slam it, eat it, you know? Bop it. Twist it. Ass. Bop it. Twisting an ass sounds painful, actually. No, don't do that. Does cock cam count if you just tap the tip on the lens? A for a friend was shot. You know what? That's probably the penalty. That's probably the penalty. That's what happened. That's actually, yeah. A for a friend was shot. Arf, I want that veiny one-eyed snake to tap me. I mean, unironically, like, I won't even lie. Like, if Twitch, again, if Twitch had an 18+ section that allowed dick on stream, like, I wouldn't be opposed to, like, tapping it against the lens, you know? I'd have to make sure that I'm not, like, leaking anything, because I don't want to mess up the lens with, like, liquid and whatnot, but, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sag, Twitch stays cock blocking. You know, it could, you know, like, maybe Twitch will be like, fuck it, let's just allow an after dark part of Twitch, you know? Because of, like, if they're still gonna be like, oh shit, we're still losing money every year, you know? They gotta finance those server upgrades somehow, right, chat? And if I have to pull my dick out live on stream in order to help finance those upgrades for Twitch, god damn it, I'll do... I say that as if that's the main reason why I would be pulling my dick out live on stream. No, I would do it just because I want to. You know?
Enemy forces are spreading throughout our...
So it's be horny for thunder. I mean, it seems like it pretty much. Then again, we talk about just like, like sex stuff all the time on stream. So like, it's cool. Truly a compatriot. Exactly. Is it usually? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is it usually not? Since when is it not? Oh, I got it. Let's not get distracted with the eagles too much. There we go.
Our bombers are heading for the target. They're flying at a steady pace.
So another thing that I wanna... Wow, I'm glad the targeting system just decided to not fucking work there. So something else that, like, I think is, like, frustrating in the moment, but, like, it emphasizes the reality of war in the game is this mission, Moloch Desert, where Snake Pit and Hammerhead and whatnot, where, like, those are, like, the two instances where, like, you'll get, like, calls for help even if you're busy, like, with something else and everything. I think it emphasizes the point that, like, even though you are the backbone of your country's air force, you're not a god at the end of the day. Because Ace Combat has taught us some, like, harsh lessons about war, particularly how no matter how much of an ace pilot you are, you can't guarantee everyone's safety with, like, Chopper's death from Ace Combat 5, for instance. You could fly that mission flawlessly. You could fly that mission flawlessly, and, like, Chopper will still die. And yeah, it is a scripted event. Like, literally, there is nothing you can do to prevent that. But, like, you know, looking at it from, like, if you're immersing yourself in the Ace Combat world and whatnot, you know, it teaches that lesson and whatnot. And with something like Moloch Desert, you know, you're not going to be able to be in, like, 2, 3, or 4 different places at once, you know? So I think something like this is, like, frustrating in the moment from, like, a gameplay perspective, but it's also like a, hey, this is just the nature of war, you know? Because for all of the flying, like, crazy adrenaline rushing moments, Ace Combat, like, can pull some, like, real shit, you know? Will never last with 2 planes. Yeah, skill issue. Me and Shamrock and I, there we go, I English good, I word good. Talisman and I have lasted for the, Talisman and I have lasted the whole war with just a 2-plane formation. That's a skill issue on your guys' part. I got the top clipper badge, you say, Twitch. I wonder... That is... What is it at? How many views does it have? There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. He gifted subs, or like 50 total subs, whatever. For like, 5 views. He said he was cute. There's no fucking way. Je m'appelle Thunder, et je suis mignon. I am assume that I am in your French, here you go. I didn't even say it that well. Come on. You can't give me credit if I didn't say it well, right? Oh, did you see the pixelated missile trail with the Mirage at the top left there?
Our bombers are approaching the target airspace.
Look, Snake Pit, look, I like you, man. But, like, you know what? Here, I can snipe a couple guys. Here, I can snipe a couple guys for you. But, like, I'm focused on the airfield here because I need to be able to land in order to get my my rail guns for the Strigan fight here. Before I leave to go take a shower, I must say that everyone here is cute, especially Fuzon, Thunder, and Splooey. I'll see everyone on. Sorry, I'm trying to get after this hovercraft unit, and I'm trying to like fly at the same time. Hold on. Hold on. Before I leave to go take a shower, I must say that everyone here is cute, especially Fuzon, Thunder, and Splooey. I'll see everyone once. Say I am not cute, but Fuzon and Splooey and everyone else in the chat definitely are. Oh, that's an AC-130. Hello. Fun fact, chat, for some of the larger planes, like the AC-130s, the C-17s, and the B-52s and whatnot, you can actually crash into those. Their hitboxes are large enough to where, like, you can actually crash into those and get a game over.
Before they can take off.
Shoot down their fighters while they're taking off. Otherwise, I'll be after us.
Railguns? I prefer rail twunks. Hey yo.
This is Garuda 2. We've got a
The fuck?
to the airport.
What do you mean that AC-130 is still alive? There we go. Let's move. Chat, we will have another ad break incoming in a little bit. We're gonna go into overtime. We're gonna go until the end of the campaign, I think, today, however long that takes. We're on mission 11 out of 15. So we're making steady progress. We gotta redo Brogno Fortress.
They're to commence bombing once they are.
I might redo Brogno Fortress on my own. I'm not sure. I might do that on stream. I don't know. Either way, we'll go into a little bit of overtime today, I'm thinking. Bum bum. There we go. Let's swap to the railguns here because we did our 2 of 4 requirement.
Garuda team, we've taken over the field runway. Now you can use it whenever you need supplies.
Sounds good. We got it. Thank you. Chat, it is fun to just like cheese the fight, right? It's fun to cheese the fight with like EMLs and shit like that, you know? This is where we separate the boys from the men. I mean, yeah, it is. Oh, hold up.
Get after the enemy. Don't let them slip
There we
out
go.
of sight.
It is hard to control something when it's on fire and crashing and whatnot.
I've got a score to settle.
Yeah, they say the A-10 is tough, but can it survive a railgun blast? I think not, as we just saw. Good to know that Simon's awake. Good stuff.
Almost to Grace Maria, but everything you've got.
I love the animation of like the railguns coming out. Like check this shit out. I love that.
An emergency wire just
All right, here comes the part where we cheese the fight. Bam.
You've been ordered
Get
to
fucked.
evacuate. Mission command has ordered an
Get fucked.
evacuation. All planes, cease fire immediately.
Get fucked.
Repeat, all planes cease
And get
fire
fucked.
immediately.
Fucked them all up for good measure. The one in the middle is invincible until you get the mission update, fun fact, so that's why I can't do that. Shit! Another wave of ads. Ad break in progress. He's cocked and loaded. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. I don't know what noises I'm making. Chat, if you're stretching and you're not making like grunts and like moans and shit, or you're like not, or you're making like, or you're not making like just ungodly noises, are you really stretching at all? Chat, let us commence my favorite pastime during these ad breaks of looking at my Blue Sky timeline. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. see. Is there anything? Ooh, Sky's cooking up some good stuff. I don't know if you guys follow Skyfox. Sky, I forgot how good Procreate is. Sky is cooking up some good stuff. Hot damn, bro. God damn. Bum 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 bum. Nothing too crazy on the Blue Sky timeline for the moment. Chat. Let us discuss something. What do I want to discuss with chat? Chat. Why do you insist on spreading misinformation on the internet when it comes to like calling me cute and everything? I feel like we've had this conversation before, but I think it bears repeating again because lies and slander have run amok in these streams. So why? Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. I don't want to repeat the joke of lies and slander. Well, don't put out lies and slander then. We won't have to repeat the joke. It is the truth. It's literally not the truth. It's the truth that you're cute, Fuzon. It's the truth that everyone else in the chat are cuties. But it's not true that, like, what? Like, no. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chat, welcome back from the ads. Let's pause the music.
You have been ordered to retreat.
Let's get back to it. Okay, so yeah, chat, check this out. So we can't actually shoot down this Strigan in particular.
This is no joke. I'll say it
We can't shoot down that Strigan in particular. Notice how his health is at like 1%. We have to wait for the mission update after Ghost Eye and Shamrock have their back and forth. The joke is that your ass cheeks are called lies and slander, and that's why they get spread. Hey, yo. Hey. Is Checkers fries for dinner acceptable? I'd say so, yeah.
Fire and withdraw from the airspace.
God, chat, ooh. You know what I could go for right now? I could go for like some wings or something, you know? Just any kind of like order out place with wings, like specifically right now. I could go for some of that right now.
Mission has been aborted.
Could go for some of that. But there's food, there's food in the freezer. There's food in the freezer. There's food in the freezer. I'll have my usual like French bread pepperoni pizza probably for dinner tonight. That, and by the time I end stream, I don't even know if like any wing places would be like closed, you know? Or like, or still open.
Violation of a direct order. Don't you see what's happening here? Comply with your order immediately.
Like Mustang and Sally from COD. Hey, Pack-a-Punch 1911s, let's go!
Wings are down. Now I can finally get back to Grace Mary.
Do it. How much would it cost to like order like wings or something? I mean, even then, I'd have to wait until like the end of stream because I don't want to like order wings or something right now and then be like, oh shit, wait, I gotta pause the game and then like have my food get cold and whatnot. And all that. I don't know. I might oh god, I want wings, but like, oh, but there's food in the fridge, there's food in the freezer. Chat, you know you're an adult when you have to have the we have food at home talk with yourself.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Okay, so chat, here's like a really weird part of Ace Combat 6's plot. So I skipped through all of it because I'm just focused on completing the mission. But because so here's what happened. The reason why that the Amerian military were ordered to stop their advance through the Moloch Desert is because Estevakia is deploying a scorched earth policy on Grace Maria, where the TLDR is that if they advance any further, they're gonna nuke Grace Maria and like incinerate everyone, right? And all of that, right? So they don't wanna, so they want everyone in the Amerian military to stop, so that way Estevakia doesn't feel pressured to like use it or to like hurry up their scorched earth policy and whatnot, right? Essentially give the Amerian military the most time possible in order to figure out a strategy on how to put an end to this scorched earth policy. So by continuing on with the mission, by fighting the Strigan planes, we disobeyed orders to cease fire and like not move on, right? Now, generally, disobeying a direct order from your superiors is bad. And so as a result, we were essentially put on, Talisman and Shamrock were essentially put in the timeout corner, right? They were put in the timeout corner for a little bit, and they were said, hey, you can't fly on combat missions anymore. Not until something changes, right? I want to point out something real quick here. Hold on. Ace Combat 6 missions. I want to see, hold on, if we go to the Ace Combat wiki, does it give the exact, yes it does. Okay. So between the events of, the Moloch Desert on March 25th, and then Weapons of Mass, March 25th, 2016 was Moloch Desert, and then Weapons of Mass Destruction, the mission that we're playing right now, was literally a day later, so March 26th. So in other words, Talisman and Shamrock were stripped of their qualifications to fly, and then said qualifications were reinstated for this mission in less than 24 hours. Now, yeah, you could argue that if Talisman and Shamrock failed this mission, then when they returned, their qualifications would be revoked again. But no, they succeed in this mission, and then their qualifications are just handed back to them regardless anyway. So what was the point of disciplining them in the first? So not only was the whole disciplining them like thing, and then immediately giving their qualifications to fly on combat missions like again thing just stupid, right? But these two are the literal aces of your war. I don't mean to like give Talisman and Shamrock like superiority complexes and whatnot, but like Ameria will lose the war if they are gone, right? So Command is kind of in a situation where like they just gotta let Talisman and Shamrock do whatever they need to do, right? So like by stripping them of their combat qualifications, like imagine if like the Amerian higher ups kept Talisman and Shamrock from flying on this kind of mission, right? And then Ameria got nuked, for instance, right? And then all of a sudden, Ameria starts losing the war again. Everyone starts wondering, hey, what the hell happened to Talisman and Shamrock, you know? Like, why were they thrown in jail? What the fuck is happening here? What is this? Why is this? What is happening and everything? Dude, morale would, like, nosedive off a fucking cliff, right? So, I mean, again, I don't mean to, like, give the impression that, like, Talisman and Shamrock can just commit war crimes and shit like that, right? And come out the other side just fine. But they are such a vital part of this war at this point. They have proved themselves worthy that, like, you just kind of gotta let them stepping over the line. Like, what did revoking their qualifications to fly and then immediately granting said qualifications again in less than 24 hours achieve, other than some bullshit paperwork and, as Shamrock here puts it, lip service? What was all of that for? You bet your ass I'm gonna make a note of that in the retrospective, because what the fuck?
Detected on radar.
Damn it, you've got to be kidding me.
What do you even cook and eat? So normally on Mondays when I stream, I normally have some like French bread, like pepperoni pizza. So like French bread with like pizza toppings on it. So like the marinara sauce, cheese, pepperoni, like pizza pieces, and all that jazz. I have that as like my main dish, and then I have some like chips as a side. Normally like nacho cheese, Doritos, and all of that. I have some fruit gummies, and then I get I have my thing of water to drink. And then dessert, it just kind of depends on like what's available for the day, you know? Some days like there'll be ice cream sandwiches for dessert. Other days there'll be like some like muffins and all that jazz. So it's so good.
Eliminate those enemy planes.
That's the most American thing I've heard apart from burgers. Yeah. So for anyone outside of the US, I can confirm that we indeed eat as if we have free healthcare when we don't. Oh, and fun fact about the ace chasing us right here. You see the projectiles that are like on either side? This F2A ace right here is using the rocket pods. They're using the RCLs, like the rocket launchers. Even this ace knows how busted the rockets are in this game. Do you eat veggies or fruits? Not like normally, no, but like I like apples, you know? Like I like apples, I like oranges, I like bananas, I like green beans. Green beans are my favorite kind of like vegetable and whatnot. I like peas as well, but like normally I don't like really eat like much in the way of like fruit and veggies, no. Dang, a full 4-course meal. He eats fruits when he goes to furry cons. You know what? +2s. +2s in the chat, I like that. Browser. Not the pineapple on pizza emote. Adventure awaits. What the hell? I'm just now noticing that in the chat.
The enemy has you on radar.
Lip service. ... Lip service. Would be a nice change from all that lip service. Okay, so for as dumb as the whole like getting punished and then immediately being allowed to fly again, like plot point of like Moloch Desert into weapons of mass destruction is, coming up in a minute here, I do really love this upcoming part.
Garuda team, come in. I'm here for you. This is Avalanche. Garuda team, thought you could use some cover. This is Sky Kid to Garuda team. Looks like we're having your party right here. Stay put here. Just figured I better pay you back before I gotta pay interest. Leave it to me.
I'll be damned. Looks like we got an all-star cast lined up for this performance. Thanks.
I love this, man. Like, yeah, it doesn't match well with the briefing officer like saying that like, oh, this is supposed to be a covert mission. So like, why is everyone and their mother suddenly here? It doesn't add up with the briefing, but I do not care. I do not care that it mismatches with the briefing. This is cinema right here, man. This is cinema right here, because every single squadron that you have helped, you know, like you have proved yourself as the ace of Ameria, right? You have proved yourself in this, and out of every single like conflict, or out of every single battle and whatnot, you have helped out Avalanche, you've helped out Sky Kid, you've helped Snake Pit, you have helped like everyone, right? And in your darkest hour, it's their time to return the favor for you helping them in their darkest hours out there on the battlefield. It is cinema, dude. This is fucking perfect. Little fun fact, when flying at low altitude, if you fire the ADMM sideways, there's a less chance. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Because the bottom projectiles, yeah, instead of, so for anyone who doesn't know, for anyone who like hasn't seen yet, when I fire the ADMMs, they fire, like 4 of them fire from the top, like 2 pods here, but then 4 of them fire at the bottom here. But if you're flying at low altitudes, usually because the bottom 4 like go down and then like curve back up, if you're firing them at low altitude, they're more susceptible to hitting the ground. But yeah, you know what? That makes sense actually, yeah. Because you're firing it like to the side instead of like directly down and then back up. Yeah. I will definitely take that in mind next time I'm doing a low attack. Hell yeah.
Gotcha.
There we go.
All enemy fighters have been destroyed.
Woo.
Well done.
Well done. Excuse me. Well done.
Avalanche, I got that fighter off your tail.
Creaky chair.mp3.
But don't forget about that second typhoon I shot down from you. That ought to count for something.
Oh, agua.
You two have a lot to learn from Talisman. He never takes out loans up here.
That fucking laugh that Snake Pit does every time.
Area again, Garuda team. I don't know what we'd do without you guys.
Snake Pit's got that smoker laugh.
All planes get back to base. Next up is Grace Maria.
Stretch, okay. All right, well, chat, okay. So, I mean, I gotta go back and clean up the A rank. I gotta turn that into an S rank for Ragnar Fortress anyway. But here comes the mission. This mission, out of all of the missions in Ace Combat 6, would be the most difficult one to S rank, I would say, especially on Ace difficulty. I would say on Ace difficulty, especially, this one's difficult to S rank because of the fact that, like, you're probably not gonna get enough score from the first half of the mission here to be able to get the S rank on its own. So you have to make up for that by shooting down a decent number of Pasternak's UAVs, and like it's next to impossible to do that with like regular planes. So like you kind of have to take the CFA-44 and then swap out to the EMLs for the fight. And even then, you probably have to land and like resupply your EMLs for like a second or like third like round of shooting down Pasternak's UAVs before you can even get like the S rank score for it.
Enemy tank destroyed.
So, like, out of all the missions here, I would say this one is without question the most difficult one to S rank, especially for Ace difficulty. You know, chat, that could actually make for a good YouTube upload. I won't even lie. I just gave myself an idea for the future. the most difficult mission to S rank in every Ace Combat game, or rather like for the missions that have S rank. So like Air Combat and like Air Combat, Ace Combat 2 wouldn't be eligible because they don't have like letter ranks. Ace Combat 3, there would be an asterisk because, or no, wait. Am I remembering it right when I say that like it goes up to an A rank for the international version, but then the Japanese version has S ranks, or are they both capped at A? Am I misremembering when I say that? For Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere. Because even then, there would be like a bit of like a caveat for Ace Combat 3. I mean, I'd probably do like the international and Japanese version as well anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because I would be like, hey, so for this version, Ace Combat 3's highest rank is A in both? Okay, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, like Ace Combat 3 would be a bit of an asterisk, be like, hey, so you can only get up to an A rank in Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere, so like, every S rank, asterisk, like in the title of like the YouTube upload and whatnot.
Enemy fighter down. Nice moves, Talisman.
Thank you. Chat, you know what's also cinema? The music here. You know what's also cinema? The music right here. Especially like when it gets done with the build up here. Like, fuck yes, dude.
All enemy units have been destroyed. We've got our runway back.
Cause like, think about it. The build up to the music emphasizes the long, like, slog that you and the rest of the Ameri military have had to go through in order to get back to your capital. The capital, Grace Maria. You have had to fight your way through tooth and nail. You've had to grit your teeth through this entire war so far. And now here you are, ready to take it all back with a fiery passion. It is cinema, dude.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
That's right, I do some pounding up here. I'm a master at pounding into others and making them explode in the sky.
Been destroyed. Marigold, start moving into the bay.
Roger that. Moving into the bay at full power. Initiate fire at 3 o'clock.
Marigold is, yeah, D. D for dick. Lamau got him. I could go for some dick right now, I won't even lie.
Just look at this place.
Taking a direct hit port side, unable to advance. Taking a major hit port side. Starting to capsize.
Try not to hit the bridge, Talisman.
Funny joke. The mouse streamer, you're so funny. Only at a Thunderous Full stream can you catch someone nerding out about Ace Combat and then immediately talking about wanting dick.
Operation is going well.
Welcome to a Thunderous Full stream.
15th enemy ship has been destroyed.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you.
SAM kill confirmed.
You just said that as if you were thinking about ordering fast food. I mean, I could use some good dick right now. I won't even lie. But I could also use some good like fast food too. I could use some good wings right now, but like, but again, I have food in the freezer. Things will be okay, Thunderous. You can order wings another time. You're already gonna get some meat in your mouth anyway with the French bread pizza. So you will be okay, Thunderous. You will be okay. You will get your daily craving of meat in your mouth. Many thanks to Garuda Team, the Amerian Aces.
Second flagship Marigold to all forces. We are moving into attack formation to provide support.
Now the ideal thing here is to go into the second phase of this mission completely undamaged. If you can help it, the best outcome, I mean, no shit, right? Going into the Pasternak fight, the best like outcome of this would be to not even need to deal with would be to not even have to worry about like getting like starting off with like 25% damage already, because it's established that like you can indeed you can indeed like get an S rank still, even though like you restarted from a checkpoint and whatnot, you know, because we saw that with the Ace of Aces version of Simply Field when I got my ass cheeks clapped once by the high velocity, the HVAAs, that the like fortress the fortress like train gun or whatever it was had, not a train gun, like the fortress gun had. And then when I got shotgunned by the F2A, when I got blasted up at close range, we had to restart twice and we were still able to get the S rank. So oh my god. Holy fuck. Props to that pilot for taking advantage of the fact that I stalled and like using that as his window of opportunity to attack me. Oh, that was close. That's why you gotta be careful not to bleed too much speed, chat. You could open your ass wide open to an attack like that. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. All right, let's swap over to the EMLs. Marigold, my beloved. Towards Central Grace Maria. And right, the third switch point, right? Spare me the commentary. I'm doing the driving here. Actual image of Thunder getting cheeks clapped? Hey, hey, hey. There's a dummy wall with a tunnel we dug on the other side. The tunnel ends up about 1.5 feet from the central bank. Oh yeah, in the midst of this, there's like a tank crew that's like going rogue in the American military, trying to like steal money in the midst of war as well. So like, hey guys, what the fuck? We're kind of in the middle of a war. Why are you trying to steal money?
We finally did it. We've got our city back.
Do the people inside that tank think that like their money's gonna like mean anything if Estevakia wins this war? Because like,
Who is this?
that's actually like a good logistical question. Okay, so like,
Who the hell is this? What are you talking about?
I'm assuming like if Estevakia won the war and like Grace Maria was now entirely under Estevakian occupation, would they use the Estevakian currency? Or would Estevakia allow Grace Maria to still use like their currency? Like whatever, like assuming that their currencies are even different. Their currencies could be the same. Those UAVs just disappeared, what the fuck? Did anyone else see that? The bank heist subplot, yeah. All right, chat, I gotta lock the fuck in. Hey.
Enemy at 6 o'clock.
Ally cover, get these guys off my tail.
Target down.
Man, that is a good question though, Fuzon. You raised it up. You raised it up at like what, last Wednesday stream I think it was? Why, that's a good question. I'm gonna echo your question. Why do they make like the sound effects for like getting hit so loud? I'm assuming it's like to emphasize, hey, you're sucking major dick at the game right now. Lock the fuck in, bro. I would assume. Fuck. The thing is, you gotta keep your throttle up no matter what. You can't ever slow down, especially with how hungry the UAVs get on your ass whenever, like, you don't have allied cover going on. Okay, there we go. Getting a good number of them lined up like that. Good shit. Fuck, I'm trying to remember what the, like, what the score for an S rank is. I don't want to look right now. I don't want to look right now. Cause like, I don't want to interrupt my own flow. Oh God, where are they? Yep. Too many of them chasing after me, guys. Get them off my tail. Fuck. Every EML shot missed is another instance where I'm absolutely sucking dick. I'm up to what, 3 dicks right now that I gotta suck? Or am sucking? Okay, make that 4. Oh, I don't want to hit Pasternak yet. I know for a fact I'm not at the UAV limit yet. Where are they? You scaredy cats, where are you? You're literal machines. Why are you fearing death? There you go.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
I got a lock. Lost 2.
Male Bulge is a really fucking good track, too. Yep, all 4 of them are on me. Get them off my tail, guys.
ESM is active.
Got a couple more of them are popping up.
They're tracking you on radar.
There we go.
One destroyed the target.
You know what I just remembered, chat? I still have yet to put together the CFA-44 Nosferatu model that I have. Does anyone remember when the CFA-44 with the Strigan like scheme, Pasternak scheme came out? I got that because like I think I even like pre-ordered it or something like that, right? I fully have that. I have the box still. I've just never gotten around to like putting it together.
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
Okay. Resupply. Go. Go. Haul your ass. Move your ass. Double cheeked up on a sunny Thursday afternoon ass. Fucking move it.
Target down.
Fuck. I'm actually throwing right now. I missed like 4 shots there? Fuck me. Oh, fuck off. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to send it then. Wow, that was bullshit. Okay, fuck. All right, we're sending it. I'm gonna hope that this is enough. All right, that destroys all the UAVs. Probably not enough. Ah, that was pain. Probably not enough. That was pain. Oh, they said, yo, the UAVs said, yo, they said, yo, you got any free games on your phone?
Enemy fighters confirmed destroyed.
I mean, I could have stuck my tail out there for a while longer, but at 81%, the next shot would have killed me, so I didn't want to take that risk. I didn't want to have to redo like 10 minutes worth of progress there. That was pain. If I had a bottle of champagne right now, I'd crack it open and celebrate with you guys, Garuda team. Well, moment of truth. We probably only got an A. I feel like I should have gotten a couple more. Yeah, fuck, I knew it. See, that's what I mean when I say that, yeah, it's the hardest one to S rank. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it now. I'm just focused on getting the ace difficulty playthrough done at this point, so I can come back to it later. Oops. I'm not gonna sweat about it right now. Even though I am low-key kind of sweating with my PC being my own personal furnace. Maybe I should do what Whiskey does and like stream in only boxers or something. A for ass cracked.
Garuda 1, stand by over the castle. Wait for Garuda 2's takeoff.
Out of curiosity, hold on, just so that I know for future reference, what is the S rank? Hold on, what is the S rank? Liberation of Grace Maria. S rank, what is it, 120? Okay, so earning an S rank requires earning an average of S on the individual, which I think I did like S for all the individual operations, right? Or maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping when I say that. Spare a couple of that operation's targets until they destroy a large number of optional enemies. Yeah. In order to earn an S rank on the mission update, the player must shoot down a minimum of 35 UAVs before shooting down Pasternak. Jesus Christ, dude. Sheesh. Jeez. There are... Dang, I didn't even know there's a cap on the UAVs. There's apparently 116 different UAVs that can spawn. Jeez, I wonder what... I mean, I'm assuming there's not, like, any extra dialogue. Right? If you, like, somehow shoot down all of Pasternak's UAVs. Like, I don't think Pasternak goes, holy shit, you shut down all my UAVs. Look at you, Giga Chad, or something like that. Can you imagine how stinky Whiskey's chair is? Oh my fucking god. Why am I saying oh my fucking god like you guys are deranged or something? I openly talk about like wanting to take dick or something like that. I have no room to talk shit. Why am I acting like I have room to talk shit? I'm gonna retract that. Fuzon getting ready with the bonk. Bonk? Ayo? Bonk? Hey, buddy. You know what's really interesting? So missions 1 and 14 here, when you're doing a new playthrough of this game, those are the instances in which Shamrock doesn't do his usual like talisman, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes? Kind of like dialogue. The first mission is because Shamrock isn't your wingman yet at that point. Like, Shamrock hasn't been assigned as Garuda 2 and whatnot, because at the first mission on a brand new playthrough, like if you're not using free mission and whatnot, then like Shamrock will always show up in the default F-16, the F-16C. And like you'll only be able to pick the aircraft that you get to fly, not Shamrock's for that mission. Mission 14 here, though, Shamrock doesn't speak, but you can still pick his plane, and it's, you know, it's for good reason that he remains silent, you know? Nice little like attention to detail moment, you know? Because like, given what has happened, if you know, you know, and anyone who doesn't know is going to know in a couple minutes, you know, he doesn't really have much in the way of excitement available at the moment for, you know, for good reason. Or not for good reason, but for like obvious reasons, I should say. It's not good what happened, but, you know. I could go for some pumpkin pie too right now. Chat, I could just go for anything right now. I could go for tacos, I could go for pumpkin pie, I could go for pizza, I could go for French bread pizza, I could go for wings. I'm just hungry at this point. I'm gonna pull a whiskey and complain about how hungry I am, even though I could eat before stream, but then that would require me skipping the gym, and I don't want to skip the gym because I want to keep myself healthy. When you know, you know. Yeah.
Garuda team, get to the King's Bridge.
How about I fly between the buildings and give Paul a nice little...
It is really cool to see like the fireworks, like blowing up and everything.
If you want to goof off, save it for the ground. A wild
You know?
jet will only get people on edge down there.
Still can't take a joke, I see. Let's go out for a cold one after the mission, Shamrock.
Garuda 1 and 2, get to the castle.
Should eat right after the gym though. Eat some good protein.
The King's Bridge. Somebody intercede.
Pizza and squats. Ayo. Hey, hey, hey.
Battalion, Maria has a little message for you.
Garuda team, pass over the castle. Your patrol mission's over now. Nice work. Stand by until granted permission to land.
Talisman, think you can go out with Avalanche instead of me? I hope you don't mind. I need to be alone tonight. My wife and daughter are both dead. It's just been confirmed. I saved my country, but I lost my family. What kind of an ace can't even protect his own family? Monica and Jessica. How could I let this happen? Once this mission's over, I'm turning in my wings. I've had it. I have no more reason to fly.
Surprise! Ace Combat can hit you with some real shit like that. That's like, you know, how Ace Combat manages to like include those elements of like real shit that happens in the middle of all of like the high octane flying and action and like all of that. Like, that will always and forever be like a testament to like the great, like, well, most of the time I should say great writing. There are instances where the writing is a bit shit, you know, at certain points throughout. Like, I would argue also like throughout this campaign as well. Again, the whole like bank heist subplot I think is like unnecessary. It just doesn't like, I don't know. Like, the bank heist subplot is like if the developers looked over and saw Battlefield Bad Company's campaign and was like, hey, what if we include a mini version of that in like the campaign, you know? And all of that. But then like other moments, like, you know, this little moment that happened right just now, you know, I think is really well written and executed very well and all of that. Especially with the silence and like the only thing that you can hear in the midst of the silence is like your jet engines and whatnot. You know, the like, you know, like the you know, you can just feel how heartbroken like Shamrock is and everything too, you know. Okay, gotta head out. Bye, Keyfulf. All good, Bluey. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, yo, that's Deppy's emote though. Hey, hey, hey. Yes, please, and thank you.
What the hell is with these guys? Haven't we seen enough death?
Third wave of unknowns incoming. They're morphing into cruise missiles. Intercept.
Not cute. Yes, you are. Okay, bye. See you later, Bluey. Bye.
Straight to hell.
This is Air Defense Command. We are unable to protect all areas from cruise missile attack.
Spread out. Cruise missiles incoming.
Another one just broke apart. There's no end to these things.
Oh, okay. I thought for a split second that my allies just naturally on their own shot down Dama here. I thought for a split second my allies just naturally just like clapped this guy's cheeks or something. I'm like, damn, y'all got an enemy ace of the campaign just on your own? Giga Chad behavior. But alas, no.
Our ground unit's taking stealth fighter attacks. Can anyone out there provide support?
Oh, you know what I should do? Hold on, actually, I'm gonna circle back around. Hold on, I'm gonna circle back around.
Missiles incoming.
Allied attack these guys. Then I can do the, can get the Nighthawks on my own here. There we go. Don't gotta tell me twice, I'm good. God, I'm really looking forward to like, I'm really looking forward to like Ace Combat 8, you know? I mean, who among us Ace Combat fans isn't, right? Like, duh. No, really, Thunderous, you are? Whoa, who would have guessed, you know? Probably sound like a broken record saying that, but like, I just want like more details, please. When are we gonna get more details about the game? Like, please, more details, please. Oh boy, I like how the turning system once again is like, oh boy. Alright, there we go. I don't want to waste a whole ADMM burst on just a single Nighthawk. I can't tell if that's our tracer fire, like trying to shoot at the cruise missiles, or if those are enemies on my tail. I can't tell. Because if you leave these Nighthawks alone, then eventually like all of like the anti-air guns that are on your side will be destroyed because of the Nighthawks like using their air-to-ground ordnance and everything, and then you won't get like that last little like bit of like last resort protection against the cruise missiles and whatnot. You know, like if you know the mission well and everything, then like you can intercept all the cruise missiles and not even need to think about like utilizing the allied like anti-air guns and whatnot. But like they're still nice to have, you know? They're nice to have around just in case. Aside from that one leak, they've been pretty hush on the development. They probably, ever since Cope's, I remember the guy's like call sign for his character. Ever since Cope's like fucking like dialogue or like whatever it was got leaked. Yeah, like chat, we can all agree that the original VA, the original voice actor for Cope got absolutely like kicked off the team, right? For the leak that just happened. We can all agree that like ripping pepperonis to that guy, right? I feel kind of bad though, I won't even lie. Cause like I'm willing to bet that like he didn't even mean to like accidentally leak out the details, right? I don't think like whoever Cope's voice actor was like actually meant that, you know? Oh, back me up, please. Thank you. Pull the Tom Holland. Accidentally like said like part of like the script or whatever. And now all of a sudden Tom Holland doesn't like get like full scripts to movies anymore. Gee, I wonder why. Poor little guy. Ugh. Oh, chat. So on the note of like other games and everything, I've been playing a lot more of Horizon Modern Warfare lately, or I've been playing more of, I should say, and whatnot. I've gotten like a good number of weapons like gold camo and whatnot too. Like I've got most of like the assault rifles, and I think the only like assault rifle that I have yet to get gold is the AK-47, but that's because the AK-47 you unlock at level 70, and usually by that point you're just focused on getting your like level 70 like completed so that you can move on to the next prestige and whatnot. So I'll probably have to like purposefully set aside time to get the like the gold camo for the AK-47 still. And all that, but like I've recently been making progress on like the LMGs and everything. So I got the L86 gold, I got the RPD gold as well. I got the PKM in Horizon Modern Warfare. I got the PKM gold as well. I've gotten like 2 sniper rifles too. I've gotten the Intervention and I've gotten the like D25S, I think it was, which the D25S, if I'm remembering right, was previously a DLC exclusive weapon for MWR, I think it was? Or like you had to like assemble it together with like the parts system that like the game had? Or something like that, I'm not sure. Heh, D. Lamau, D. D's nuts, Lamau got him. Oh yeah, there's like a little like a cooldown period before the final like trio of cruise missile things. Yeah, here we go. There you go. There you go. Get their asses, get them. Bum bum bum. Might actually play some more Horizon Modern Warfare tonight. I don't know though. Maybe, maybe not. I definitely want to oh fuck. I definitely want to fuck, yes. Oh god. I definitely want to like start on like the process of like getting things organized for the Ace Combat 6 video today though. I want to do that at some point as well. Oh, cover me please. Oh, wait, my allied cover is like super far away though. Hold on, wait. Well, that's gonna be arranged. I mean, what?
Okay, I'm here to back you up. This is Avalanche. Almost all enemy fighters are down. All we got left are those missiles.
Hydrate. Chat win thunder.
Garuda 1 destroyed the target.
All right, 1 down, 2 more clusters to go, and then we'll be good. Oh, Avalanche, you good, man? I think Avalanche was supposed to have a piece of dialogue there, but his audio clip didn't play. Well, oops. That definitely happened.
Target down.
Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Chat, okay, so something else that, like, I wanted to, something else that I wanted to, like, get your guys' like, thoughts on and everything is, like, I just had this pop into my mind randomly. Chat, have you ever, like, gone through what I would consider, like, a YouTube breakup with, like, a channel that, like, you really used to follow and love, but for one reason or another, you just can't, like, you just, like, don't watch them anymore for one reason or another? Dude, this F-22 is so up on my ass, he's trying to play Assault Horizon with dogfight mode. Jesus Christ, dude, calm the fuck down. This ain't Assault Horizon. This ain't the bad Ace Combat game. Calm the fuck down, bro. Yeah, so I randomly thought about that because I randomly remembered earlier today the whole, like, scandal situation with Gerard, like, AKA the Completionist, and everything with like the Open Hand Foundation charity scam situation, because I used to watch the completionist videos like pretty like he wasn't like my number one favorite like YouTuber by any stretch of the imagination, but he was up there, you know. I liked like his videos and whatnot with his emphasis on completing games and whatnot, you know. I used to like him for that kind of stuff, but then after it was discovered that he was like just pocketing money, and like, I mean, granted, like he wasn't like really doing anything with it, like the money was just like in the account there. The money was like in like a bank account, but it wasn't being transferred to like any sort of like institution, because it was specifically for frontal temporal dementia, specifically is what like that was for and everything, like what like all of the organizations like or like the events and whatnot that he would do. And like when people would donate, they would presumably, or like they were under the assumption, I should say, that they would be donating to the Open Hand Foundation, which is something that like Gerard's like the completionist family like owns and everything, because that company was made after the completionist mother passed from frontal temporal dementia. But it was discovered that like they weren't like really doing anything with the money, and there was like some shady like business going on with IRS filings and whatnot as well. Like we were basically able to like, or rather not we, I didn't have a say in that, but people like Mutahar from like Some Ordinary Games, for instance, like were able to like prove that like the money is just sitting in an account and it's like hasn't been moved and whatnot, you know. And only after like people like Some Ordinary Gamers like brought this to like the limelight and everything, that's of course like when they moved the funds and everything. So like I don't know if they were just planning to take the money and run, like to pocket all of it, because like the official response from like the completionist and like his family and whatnot is that like they were waiting to like make one big donation, because whenever you like make a donation, a decent portion of it has to go to like leadership, and then like, you know, like maintaining like the building and whatnot. So the actual portion of your donation that goes to the actual research of like something, for instance, is a little bit lower. But as people have pointed out, you can like specify like with your direct, like you can specify, hey, I want this to directly go to something, you know? You can have it be either a general donation where it's just kind of like a jack of all trades, just fund whatever kind of donation, you know? Or you could say, hey, I only want this money to go to this particular aspect. Like if you wanted to, you could say, hey, I want this donation to only go towards like people's salaries, for instance, for like at the place that they work at, you know? You could do that, and the company has to abide by that. So even that like flimsy, even that excuse is like flimsy at best, you know? Yo, Droopy the dog. Yo, welcome. Good to see ya. Hope your day is going well.
Might as well hear what she has to say.
But yeah, so like after that, I just kind of got a bad taste in his mouth, and like the really painful thing is that the completionist's latest video is on Alien Isolation. That video is like 11 months old, I think. So like ever since that video, he hasn't uploaded since. Like he's gone like dark. He's gone like dark and everything. So yo, Ojo, welcome. Good to see ya. Hey Thunder, yo, good to see ya. Yes, Illuminati, she ended up being a horrible person. Me too. I used to watch Illuminati, like, not super frequently, but I used to enjoy, like, Illuminati's, like, deep dives into, like, MLMs, like, multi-level marketing, like, scams, and, like, shady, like, corporations and whatnot, you know? But then, yeah, like, as it was revealed just how terrible of a person she was, and everything, it's just, no, I cannot in good faith watch her, like, shit, or, like, stay subscribed and whatnot anymore. I can't in good faith. Yeah, so Illuminati for me too. I used to enjoy watching Illuminati stuff. But then, yeah. Another YouTuber that I used to watch goes by the name of Ali A-L-I-A and whatnot. Back when I was a wee little lad, but not like an actual kid, but like teenage years, or like preteen years rather. I used to watch Ali A stuff because Ali A was primarily a COD YouTuber and everything. But like preteen kid me was like upset that like Ali A was like swapping to like covering more so Fortnite, because like Ali A like eventually like swapped from covering Call of Duty primarily to Fortnite primarily. And because like I was so pissed off, like not okay, pissed off is maybe the wrong word, but because I was upset at like how many games were like bending or like folding on what made their like series and identities and whatnot unique for the sake of like chasing after the battle royale trend, all because of Fortnite. I'm like, man, why are you covering this trash, dude? And eventually I just like unsubbed and lost him because I was there for COD, you know, not for fork knife, you know? So
Defensive barrier covering the target.
Mythbusters, his audience matured, but he did not. I haven't watched Mythbusters. Mythbusters isn't one that like I've been connected to. Yeah, for anyone joining, for anyone just now joining, we're talking about like what I like to call YouTube like breakups, where like was there ever a YouTube channel that you used to watch a lot, but for one reason or another, you know, you had to like you began to like gradually distance yourself and eventually just like unsubbed entirely from them, you know? You know, you want to know a channel though that like I used to watch like pretty frequently, and like who I enjoyed like pretty frequently too. But then when it turned out that they needed to have a seat with Chris Hansen, let's just say, for obvious reasons, I stopped watching them then. Minilad, aka Craig Thompson. I used to watch Minilad stuff. I used to really like Minilad's meme streams and whatnot, where people would like donate like clips of memes and everything, and he would just watch them, you know? I used to really enjoy that. But then again, when it turned out that he needs to have a seat with Chris Hansen, like, no, bro, fuck off. You need to, you know, like, remember, chat, hunt your, you know, like, you know, hunt him down. In Minecraft, of course. I don't want to, I don't want, even if, you know, even if less of those people would be good around here, I don't want Twitch to be like, hey, you're threatening people. Get get like your stream shut down or something, you know? You're advocating for people to die, streamer. How dare you? Still love the old Vanoss Gmod videos. Yeah, I haven't watched like old Vanoss stuff in a hot minute, but like, now that you mention, I kind of want to go back and watch. I mean, I don't know if I could ever watch them though, because like a good number of like the old Vanoss videos include people like Minilad, and like knowing what Minilad has become, you know, like it just would leave a nasty taste in my mouth. So I don't think I could ever watch some of like Vanoss's older stuff again. Fuck that Minilad guy. Yeah. What are we talking about? So we're talking about like, is there a person / like YouTube channel that you used to watch back then, that whose content you used to really like, but for one reason or another you became disinterested, or like they got exposed for being a terrible person, or like they got embroiled in like some kind of controversy that like made you stop watching them, you know? After like seeing who they really were or something like that, you know? That's what we're currently talking about. DKIS Aerospace, DKIS, as I say, Aerospace ended up being a, yeah, which is a shame because his videos were pretty good. Yeah, dude, what is up with like YouTubers and like needing to have a seat with Chris Hansen, you know? Like, what the fuck? I was so cringe back then. I used to watch Libs getting owned compilations. Hey, I mean, as long as you like mature and like realize the error of your ways, and like you've like realized, you know, if you are able to cringe at like past actions like that, or like past mistakes, that shows that like you've matured as a person, you know?
Anti-aircraft artillery destroyed.
As long as you've learned from your lesson, or like learned from your mistake rather, at the end of the day, you know?
Cruise missile. They've just initiated the launch sequence.
I actually smoked a Strigan on my own without any allied support. Look at me go, chat. I'm gaming.
Garuda 1 destroyed the target.
Ooh, that was close. Yeah, and I changed my ways and became gay. Tobuscus, LOL. I didn't really watch like much of his stuff, like during like the early like 2010s era of YouTube and whatnot, when I was like a preteen / kid and whatnot. I used to watch his stuff like every now and then. Like he was an occasional like, oh, I may as well check out what he's got, but I never really like became like a frequent or like loyal viewer. So I can't, like, I don't have any personal connection with like what's been going on with, like, I don't even really know like to the extent of like what's going on with him, you know? As to like why he fell off. I just know that he's fallen off, you know?
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Target data confirmed. There's one left. Repeat, only one.
Gamer. Hold on, let me scroll down, because I'm indeed in a little bit of chat debt. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And her for Illuminati, yeah, her MLM ones were some of my favorites. Such he went dark, the completionist AD on Twitter.
Preparing Stardust for launch. Initiating loading.
Cruise missile, they've just initiated the launch sequence. Launching
JonTron. I've never watched like any of JonTron's stuff, so I don't have like much in the way of like opinions on JonTron. I mean, I've heard like bits and pieces of him like getting embroiled in like controversy, but like again, I never watched him, so like I've never really had a reason to like particularly care.
destroyed the target.
Oh, thank goodness not Dr. Disrespect, because that's just the fuck no. Not only is Dr. Disrespect the alt-right pipeline, he's also a fucking another mini lad, let's just say. Another person who needs to have a seat with Chris Hansen. Like what? God, man. It's disturbing, you know?
Is that it?
Fuck that mini lad guy. What are we talking about? YouTubers that age poorly? Yeah. So cringe back then. Gamer. As far as I know, I don't think any of the YouTubers I watched aged poorly. Maybe one, but they were mostly real inappropriate stuff. He wasn't really meaning them, or right now he doesn't like them, but never did anything actually bad. DKS actually didn't actually do that. He's just very publicly attracted with the. Ew. That's so not Cash Money of the. Oh God. Not even That's not even not Cash Money. That's like. That's not very, like, go into debt, you sick fuck. Even then, you know? Even, you know, I would say they deserve a fate worse than going into debt. You know? But, like, I can't publicly say it because Twitch will be like, hey, you're wishing death upon people. Get suspended, get banned. Even if they really deserve it, you know?
This is Garuda 2. I'm going in alone at low altitude.
Garuda 2, that's too dangerous.
James fucking Charles. I haven't seen any of James Charles' stuff, but like yeah, he's a whole mess. Miranda sings. Yeah. Rip to Shamrock, by the way. I don't know, I'm skipping the cutscene because the cutscene audio is still kind of fucked.
Shamrock, respond! Marcus!
Shamrock is down.
All planes, get in there and save him! Shamrock is alive!
I still don't know what Ghost Eye means when he says all planes get in there and save him. Like, how are we supposed to save him? Like, if you're flying, like, a 2-seater VTOL aircraft where the Wizzo seat is unoccupied, then yeah, maybe I could see how you'd be able to save, like, someone in that certain scenario. But, like, why would you deploy into a battle without a Wizzo to begin with? Do you just have a reserve aircraft specifically meant for search and rescue where the Wizzo seat is meant to be unoccupied?
Backup cooling units destroyed. We did it. We finally.
Onision, I've heard like bits and pieces like a long while ago of like what Onision did.
Not quite.
Ah, my neck. I've just now assumed that I'm assuming the gaming shrimp position.
Its vital area is back behind the barrel.
Talisman, we can trust you with this, right?
Right.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, there's the. I mean, I already got the F4 Ace. I think, right? Oh, he's really gross. Ugh, got ya. One of these F4. No, fuck. Oh, come on, right at the end. Come on. Oh, terrible ad break timing. Fuck. Okay, well, I'll pause. Mr. Repzion? I've never heard of them before. Big stretch. Yeah, well, we gotta chill and relax for a little bit. I wish there was better timing on the ads there, but. Bum, 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 bum. He's pulling his cock out. He's pulling his cock out live on stream. You know what would be like really hot, chat? If I did, like, unironically whip my dick out and, like, it produced an audible thump when I, like, put it on the table, you know? That'd be hot. You know what the thing is? I could probably, like, sneakily do it, too, if I just said, oh, I set down my water bottle. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, twitch. Excuse me. Minute 35. Not me blushing. No, no. Glad none of the YouTubers I followed, back became Minecraft YouTubers. Not me blushing at the idea of the thump of your dick on the desk, streamer. No, no. You circed or no? I am not. I am, or no, I am. Yeah, I am circumcised. I had to think about that for a second. I am cut. Yes. I tripped and fell dick first on my desk. Oops. Big stretch. I read that, so I read you circed as like you circle, or no, for instance, I'm like, wait, what do you mean I'm a circle? What? But no, yeah. That took me a split second. I had to do a double take. I'm like, wait, what? I'm gonna TF into a circle. In before someone is like, now prove that this circle is a circle, streamer. Bro, just fucking look at it. We don't need to do geometry proofs here. Now you can make any noise and we will never know. 25 seconds. Four, three, two, one. Chat. Welcome back from the ads. Very bad timing on the ads, but you know what? There we go. There's our F4 ace that I've already gotten, and we can't even fly the F4 in game, so you know what? You know what? That works. Chat. The core of the chandelier. Oh, don't you dare. No, I'm not having a missile chase after me. Mr. Electric, get this motherfucker. Can you all hear all the booms of the fucking missiles hitting the one guy? That was funny. There was that. The cutscene definitely went faster than anticipated. I'm cut too. 50% mad I got that done to me. I'm indifferent. I'd be full. Special gamer picture, chat. Oh shit. Yo, we unlocked a special gamer picture? Oh, we're leveling up, boys. We're elite gamers now. Oh shit, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Wait, I missed the details on cut stats. No, I mean, Ojo was just asking like if I was cut or not, which I mean I am. 50% mad, but like I was saying, I'm indifferent on it. I don't personally mind either way. It's just how I am. My dick is my dick, you know? Oh, shit. Wait, so what even is the special gamer picture that you get? Ace Combat 6 SP gamer picture. What even is the... Oh, this is it. Can't find it online either, and old gamer pics don't seem to show up on there. Oh, so this is literally it, chat. I clicked on this imager link from like a Reddit post. This is literally it. Not too shabby actually. Must be getting it for just completing the game on Ace difficulty. So neat. Okay. I am not cut. The PP is the PP. Exactly. Also cut. But yeah. Most rules exist because people are dumbasses. Amen to that. Like if you see a rule written somewhere, there is a reason that rule had to be implemented, yeah. Ah, the Garuda insignia. Yeah. Yeah, so then, so for anyone curious, like, if we go to the gallery here, there's the assault records, so I still need 1, 2, so I only need 3 more. That's not too shabby. 3 more for the Estevakians, at least. But then, yeah, here's all of, like, the Amerian ones. There's Garuda 1 slot, which I'm assuming, again, you need to wait to get to Garuda 1. You need to get to Garuda, or you need to complete, like, 100% the game first before you do that. Results, squadrons, battle records, all the, like, kills that I've gotten, and then all the kills that, like, Shamrock has gotten, all the medals. I still got a plentiful amount of medals to go after, though. Perfect landing form, so getting all the S ranks, doing the no damage run, getting the machine gun only run, and all that. Oh yeah, the campaign playthrough, Raging Falcon is easy to get because of the CFA 44, but then the multi-roll would be what? Like, just your F-15 Eagle, right? In terms of that playthrough, and then Attacker would be what? The Tornado, right? Tornado would be, like, the best plane to fly for Attacker, because there usually aren't very many Attackers in an Ace Combat game. I know there's like the A-10, there's the Tornado, and then the Nighthawk? There might be another Attacker that I'm forgetting, but I know those are, like, the 3 that I can think of. Man, oh man, look at all the empty slots. Gotta get through them all, yeah! But yeah, so there's, like, Stingray, there's Hammerhead, Yellow Jacket, Snake Pit, there's all that, Garuda 2. Like, let's check out Garuda 2. American Air Force Eastern Region Air Defense, 8th Air Division, 28th Fighter Squadron. Marcus Lampert was assigned to the Garuda team as a result of the need for provisional forces after the Estevakian attack on Grace Maria, and went on to participate in various operations as Garuda's number 2. With the loss of Grace Maria, the evacuation saw him leaving behind his wife and child. Proving a reliable wingman for Garuda 1, the two soon earned renown among allies and enemies alike. Despite playing a major role in the successful recapture of Grace Maria, his family was lost in the conflict. Broken-hearted, he took flight to destroy Estevakia's ultimate weapon, the Chandelier, but was shot down by anti-aircraft fire while flying low reconnaissance. Miraculously, he ejected in time to be rescued by Allied forces. All of that. Then everyone else here. What's the F4 like guy? What's his deal again? Eastern Faction Supreme Commander during the Estevakian Civil War, Gustav Dvornik? I probably butchered the fuck out of your last name, good sir, I'm sorry. Worked tirelessly to restore unity to Estevakia. During the Estevakia-Ameria War, he held command over all armed forces as both the Central Forces Precinct Commander and Expeditionary Forces General. At the beginning of the conflict, he utilized blitzkrieg tactics to bring the entire continent temporarily under Estevakian command. However, he was unable to stop the following American counteradvance, and after the war's halfway point, faced one major defeat after another and the death of his daughter. Dvornik narrowly escaped through the American defensive net just as it was circling in on Grace Maria and returned to his homeland, where he secretly conducted the Chandelier counterstrike preparations. Reports suggest he perished when the American Air Force destroyed the Chandelier, while others suggest he was shot down while trying to escape the explosion. Dang, so this was, like, the head guy who coordinated all of, like, the Estevakian efforts then during the war, it seems like. I find it funny that the first ace you shoot down flies in an F-22, while the last ace flies in an F-4. Very ironic, yeah. Very, very ironic. Oh, so this must be the, yeah, so this is the ace for Mission 1. I don't know how the fuck I haven't gotten him yet, but yeah. Okay, so this was the guy on the, Guion. Born in the Principality of Belka, Lorenz Riedel is one of the several Belkan defectors to have helped create the Guion. Investigative reports claim that the military technology these defectors brought with them after being ousted from their homeland during the Belkan War became the deciding factor in the outcome of the Estevakian Civil War. Details regarding the nature of the shared technology remains undetermined. He was shot down by American forces while defending the Guion. It's those damn Belkans, I tell ya. It's the Belkans again. But yeah, so there's... Where's Pasternak's? I want to read Pasternak's real quick. Holding the prominent positions of both Strigan teams, second in command and the vampire team leader during the Estevakian Civil War, Pasternak also served as leader of the reorganized Strigan team during the Ameria-Estevakia War after severe casualties compelled the consolidation of the vampire and Strigan teams. His illustrious battle record was marked by many medals befitting an ace, including the Golden Medal of Marksmanship. Owing the trust of his first commanding officer, Viktor Wojciech, his unfaltering confidence and cool-headedness in the face of danger also garnered him the undying admiration of his subordinates. A born ace with an untarnished record, he died a valiant death while engaging the Garuda team over Grace Maria so that his 12 team members could escape. Gentlemen, I do not believe a lady on Earth would be able to resist us now. Chat, I think I am ready to call the stream there. We had a good 3 hours and some change, 3 hours and 14 minutes approaching, according to the OBS countdown here. Chat, I'd say today's stream was fun. Always a good day when being able to play Ace Combat live on stream. Always a good day. So, chat, chat, see the line, Thunderous? With that all being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was a good stream. Hope it was fun for y'all. Again, always good to be able to play some Ace Combat live on stream. I'm about to, what am I doing? I'm about to minor spelling mistake my own command. What am I doing? Chat, I have a YouTube where I post things like video game reviews and essays. That is also where you can find my stream VOD, specifically in the playlist section. I also have a Twitter, even though I don't use Twitter a whole lot. And I have a Blue Sky as well. Blue Sky, I am much more active on Blue Sky compared to Twitter. Twitter is an abomination of its former self. It's an absolute just shit fest of a show. Good thing the stream held up without much hiccup. Yeah, the stream like held up really well. I'll tell you why. It's because today it seems like Twitch isn't getting triple penetrated between the Switch 2 stuff, Elden Ring, Night Rain, and Deltarune. I'm pretty sure that's the main reason why Twitch the stream rather was able to hold up. Is because yeah, last week, it was like last Monday or Wednesday it was, the stream was done. Like for anyone who missed it, like last week's stream, like last Monday or Friday or whatever, the stream was dying a lot, but that was because that was when like the Switch stuff, the Switch 2 stuff was happening. That's when Deltarune was being released and whatnot. And that's also when people were still playing like, I mean, they still are playing, but that's when like a bunch of people were still like trying out Elden Ring, Night Rain and whatnot. So Twitch was absolutely getting like triple penetrated and whatnot, and more people were going up for longer periods of time. So Twitch's servers were getting like fucky. It also didn't help that it was 90 degrees where I'm at during like the weather and whatnot. So the heat probably didn't help with things. So yeah. Thank you for the fun stream, cute fella. I'm glad you liked it. I'm not cute though. Shush. It was a good stream. Thanks, cute fella. I'm literally not cute. But thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Chat, who shall we say hello to? Let us see who all is live. Also, horny stream. I mean, what else is new? What else is new for these streams? Let's see. We could say hello to Ursinus, because Ursinus is playing some Mario Kart World. I've been enjoying like watching people play Mario Kart World. Even though like I still want to play Mario Kart World myself, because again, I like the idea of like owning a Switch 2 for like Mario Kart World and like other Nintendo exclusives and whatnot. But just right now, I cannot justify like a purchase like that. I can't justify $700 because $500 for the console, and then like, well, okay, closer to $600 maybe. $500 for the well, no, closer to $700 because I would want like the Pro controller and whatnot too. I just can't justify. I just can't justify a purchase right now. I'm sure like if there's like an OLED version or like it goes on sale later down the line, and like there are more first-party titles out and about and whatnot, then I'll probably have more of a reason to buy it. But for now I'm going to hold off for the time being. I'm still interested though. I have proof that you are indeed cute. You said, again, not only did you guys manage to convince me to speak French, but you also like, oh, I can't fucking believe that. How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? Raid channel. Yeah, let's go say hello to Ursinus. Let's go say hello to the bear. Let's go say hello. Chat, whatever you want the raid. Thunder admitted he's cute in Chat, what have I been saying all this time about lying and slander and misinformation? Are you really gonna promote this lie, this slander, this information? We have to expose Thunder's cuteness in a No, you don't. You don't have to, because I'm not even cute. It would be lies and slander to what? Chat, why are you like this? Why do you insist on spamming lies and slander? Thunder admitted he's cute in French. Oh my gosh. Chat, whatever you guys want the raid message to be, just keep in mind I do not condone the spread of lies, slander, and misinformation and all of that. And all that jazz. For Wednesday, I'm not sure what I want to do. Friday we'll probably do some more marbles. I do still want to keep my eyes peeled for like when I have enough money to like be able to afford like a big Jackbox party pack. I still want to be able to jack off on stream and everything, you know? And all that jazz. So chat, I am going to go eat. I am very hungry. I will see you all on Wednesday for whatever it is that we will be doing on there. I will cross that bridge when I get to it. So yeah, chat, behave. Let's go show behave, and by behave I mean don't spread lies and slander. Let's go show Ursina some love. I will see you all on Wednesday for, again, whatever it is that we will be doing. You literally admitted to it. Fulf's misinformation. I mean, it's misinformation that I am cute. Yes, it's literal lies and slander. So like, what the fuck? Chat, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out, everyone. I will see you all later. I'll see you all on Wednesday for whatever it is that we'll be doing. Bye.
What is the suffering with the commander?